Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Dinosaur and the Dude, the only podcast in the fucking world with the shittiest audio with the most amazing content. Love that you all are listening to us, and we really appreciate it. So sit back and relax as we start this episode.
Hey guys, it's the Dinosaur. I wanted to share with you a collaboration that we have with HEADSPACE. It's a service that we can all use. I am confident in saying that 100%. Things are so stressful in today's world with home stress, work stress, just general life stress. It's exhausting, and we need as much help as we can get. HEADSPACE has our back with tools to help us. It helps me fall asleep. It helps my wife with meditation. We can find exercises to help us relax through meditation, or they even have some that are physical exercises that you can do. They have inspiring stories, which are awesome because everybody could use an uplift, and they also help us focus. You can go to our website, TheDinosaur&TheDude.com, and click on links and sponsors. From there, you can unlock everything that the app has to offer for 7 days. That's for free. You get it for free for 7 days. Show yourself some love and treat your head right with HEADSPACE.
Oh, she's been hacked, but she's like, I don't know what. I don't know what it is, but it's a
Yeah,
link, so I
no.
clicked it. So I have to click it.
No,
It's
you
just like,
don't. You
no, you
don't have to
don't.
click it.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Just because
No,
the
you
urge is
don't.
there. Come on.
No.
Didn't we learn that in the Me Too movement? Just because the urge is there.
But
Don't
then,
fucking me.
but
You
then at
got
the
to do
same
it.
time,
Oh, also, can we
right?
just drop
But at the
this
same time,
disclaimer? Because I don't know when we're starting,
mm,
but there's just some nuggets.
oh yeah. Uh, okay, here we go.
Hey.
Hey everybody.
We're just over here chatting about
Hey everybody.
CVS or NVC or
Yeah,
CVQ or QVC.
yeah.
That's it. Fucking hell.
Yeah, QSN and
I would like to talk
HEC.
about
Yeah.
NASA.
Um, mm, or NSFW.
Not for.
Mm, not safe for work.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Um, yeah. Here's the disclaimer. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Okay, everyone, before we get started into this episode, whatever we might be talking about might be triggering. So here's the warning. Just be mindful of what we are saying is definitely something that we're not trying to trigger you on, but just some of the topics might be a little iffy in regards to,
Sensitive,
yeah, exactly. That's the word I was trying to say.
fragile, delicate.
Yeah, and we're not saying that you are. It's just that some of the content might
No,
trigger somebody in a certain
it's
way.
offensive. We get it.
We talk about different things that happen to people that could be assaults, or somebody could be killed or
We do
chased,
try to give
or
trigger warnings, though, so I'll give you
yeah,
the quick disclaimer.
yeah. So
Um,
here's the yeah. So yeah, you all listen to her. The dinosaur is going to go over the disclaimer because I can't, because I don't give a fuck. She cares way more. She cares way more than I do, even though she'll say the opposite. So you all
That's
just
true.
listen to the disclaimer. It's here for your benefit. Here's the dinosaur. Also, everything that we're saying in our episodes, unless we state otherwise, is all for entertainment. And there's no there's nothing that we're giving away as advice or of a matter of fact that you should go out in the world and do your own thing. We're basically saying we're not responsible for whatever fuck ups you experience after listening to us and trying to do whatever the fuck we're talking about. That's on you. Okay. All right. No, she'll finish out the rest of the disclaimer.
Um, we don't know shit, and we don't try to say that we know shit. We like the internet, and it likes us, so we play together sometimes. But don't take anything that we say to heart. Don't take it as the gospel. Don't take it as an expert of any kind, because we don't know shit. We just like to hang out and with y'all and talk about goofy shit or funny shit or scary shit or real shit or whatever shit. And
It's just all shit. Yeah.
it's all shit with the audio shit. So
Hmm.
I mean, That's pretty much,
Yeah.
that's our moniker.
Okay. Yeah.
So if we know that we're going to offend you, so we get that at some point we will offend somebody, and if we do, we're sorry. Find another podcast. Not that we don't want you here. It's just that if we're going to be in the habit of offending you, then we don't want to hurt your feelings. So,
Yeah.
but if you're not 18, please don't listen to this.
Mm.
And I think that might be it.
Oh yeah. So
Just kind of chunking it out there, like, listen,
yeah,
bitches, come
just
on,
throw
we're
it over there.
serious. Fucking
Look,
hell.
we're Jesus, we're 16 episodes deep in the second season. If you haven't caught on by now, fucking listen to the disclaimer.
But we cannot be trusted with anything. Okay,
No, no,
we're
Jesus.
like, for the sake of being held accountable for anything that I say, I will put this out there. I am like the town idiot.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, I just have a
Just
good heart. I mean, I'm can be petty and shitty and everything, but I do have a good heart. But I'm
yeah.
also extremely what's the word? Sometimes mindless, like I'm
Mm,
just functioning through, you know.
mm, mm-hmm,
So I don't
mm-hmm,
know. That's
mm-hmm.
my jam and my own personal style of torture. I'm sure that you have your own. So,
Yeah,
you
I don't
know,
know. Yeah.
knowing is half the battle.
God, Jesus, fucking Christ.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
Yeah. So, uh,
Okay,
oh,
well,
before we get super started in
super
the
started.
yeah, I just want to say hey. Well, we're saying hey
Hey,
to New Brunswick in Canada. Thanks for
for
finally listening
real?
to us. Yeah, thanks for finally listening to us, Canada, and especially all the people in New
Oh, I'm
Brunswick.
looking it up right now. I got to see where New Brunswick is because I love Oak Island, and I don't know. I know they're probably rolling their eyes right now. Holy shit, we may
Yeah,
have just lost
yeah,
them. If
yeah.
so, I'm really sorry, but I
It's
do love the whole treasure adventure kind of thing, and Oak
right.
Island's been set up there for quite some time. So,
Like everybody,
you know,
I don't know. Yeah, but I mean, like everyone in Montreal and Vancouver and all the other cities that are butthurt because we didn't say you first. We said New Brunswick. Well, you guys got to start listening so you can
yeah,
get added to the list. But I
hello.
mean, as
We
far as
want to
Canada,
love you. You know, we want
yes, yeah,
but at some
yeah,
point, it's up to you,
we
and you have to
want
make that decision. Because
right.
if we make sure that you know that we love you, like,
Yeah.
we're gonna become stalkers, and we don't want
Mm,
to do that. Fine
okay.
line, you know, and I've got
Cool.
things to do.
That's
So,
funny.
I don't
Man,
really have time.
that's hilarious. That's the same dialogue I have with anybody that I'm wanting to date. I want to
Look,
love you. I
you're s
want to love you. You know
let
what? If you
let me
knew,
love you.
yeah, if you knew that this space in this bed was there for you to
It
take,
had your
y-
name on it.
you, this is for you. And guess what? If you let me love you, I
Mhm.
will become a stalker for you and just be there.
What is wrong
I
with you?
mean,
You have missed your out. You could be a sugar baby.
people say stalker, but I look at it as a dedicated friend. A de- like
Yes.
a dedicated friend. I and
Oh.
by dedication, other friends that you have, they work, they have pets they got to take care of, they got places they got to live. A dedicated friend? No. They stop working and they stop living in the place. They just live in their vehicle next to your
Right there in
mailbox.
case you need something.
Next to
Just
your
right here.
mailbox.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Windows
right
fogged up because they're breathing hard,
here.
sleeping inside.
Smells like farts.
It's oh yeah. The air freshener is already given up. It can't compete.
It's coughing at this point.
It can't compete. I'm the one that's in the, like, hey, did I leave the shower on? No, that's me. I'm in there. Your dedicated friend.
You're like, "I wanna come over and visit you." You go into the house and immediately just go to the bathroom, take a shower, and come back out and be like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?"
Yeah, I got coffee. Coffee's already done.
I went ahead
It's
and made
already
myself a sandwich. So
it's already done. If yours tastes a little tangy, that's just vitamin C in it. That's all.
not gonna hurt you.
Nothing that's gonna knock you out. It's just vitamin C.
Oh, Rohypnol for only for the only for the company.
Oh, it's a
Oh,
relaxer.
yes, I'm sure. All right.
Jesus. Yeah,
So
so all
how's your
entertainment all the time.
yeah, that's does
Just go ahead
that
and throw that in there too.
that's our
Sandwich
motto,
that.
but also it's
Yeah,
kind of
right,
both of our lives.
right. It's like disclaimer, stalker joke, and then slightly soft disclaimer about it being entertainment. Yeah.
Well, whatever. It's
Also,
I
by the
would
way,
say it's informational purposes, but not really
yeah.
because it's no well, I'm not claiming to give
Yeah.
anybody any information.
So yeah, I can make that particular about a stalker because I've been stalked three
I'm so
times
glad I
solid.
am. Jesus Christ, man.
Three times solid. So
What are you pack? Never mind. Never no.
that little montage of a thing that was just done about the stalker, I'll just say I just rolled all my stalker experiences into one little improv right there. That yeah,
That's
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
I
It's
would have already
nuts.
left the country. No shit.
It's
For
it's
real.
nuts to have a stalker. It's really nuts because it's like
Is that a joke? It's nuts to have a stalker because stalkers are nuts.
no,
Because that's
no,
kind of funny.
I didn't. It is funny. I didn't think it through. I didn't think it through. I appreciate you
You gotta own that
pointing
though.
it
Be
out.
like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm glad you got it.
Yeah, I
You
should
paying
have.
attention,
Right,
girl.
I
Come
should
on
have.
now.
But you know
I
what?
see you.
As everybody knows that has listened to any episode, we don't fake the funk around here. If I didn't
Mm-mm.
know anything, I just don't know anything. But
And
yeah,
chances are I just forgot. So
yeah.
either way, whatever.
Oh,
I
we
don't
say it
know.
at the end. We say it at the end. But if it's your first time listening, she's the dinosaur
That's
and
me.
I am the dude. Um, at the end, it'll be fucking dude. But we got a little bit ways to go.
We got some attitude to start. We got to loosen up and start throwing shit
So
around.
yeah, the funny thing about having a stalker is like what makes it nuts
It's
is that
endearing, really.
is that like you don't know it's turned on, and then you realize, fuck this. Whoa, wait. So this person is like a fucking. Wh- when did that happen? When did they become a stalker? No, they've always been. It's just it. It's just a certain part
That's some
of
bad
the.
luck, man.
Yeah,
3
it's like
times? Fucking hell.
yeah,
I need some
yeah,
stories later.
yeah, and apparently I'm equal opportunity because
Hey,
the first
whatever.
the first one the first one was a dude. So
That's okay. Do you,
there you go.
baby?
And not me loving myself. It's not that. Um it was a
Did you
it
do
was
it
a
really hard with
right.
lotion?
Exactly. It's like
Yes.
that one's okay. This one though, he was not. Yeah, yeah. So it's apparently ladies and gentlemen take turns at
Hers,
stalking.
hims, or theys.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Mm,
can't just say ladies and gentlemen anymore. You can't.
yeah, it was hers
Or
and
otherworldly
no, wait.
beings.
It was him's. Fuck, I'm fucking it up. It was
Hims, hers,
it
theys.
was it was him, he, him. But wait, no, his, him, he. Fuck it. And
I'm so bad at it too.
it was her, her, she. Wait, do chicks not have three? Yeah, she,
She, her, hers.
her, her. So is he, him, his.
Isn't that just like a
Sh-
man to have more? Fucking hell.
She,
Kidding me?
she,
Sorry, guys. I do love y'all.
she, her.
And hers. His, hers. Him, his. I mean, wait. So if
Yeah,
fucking, I am stoned right
yeah,
now. Are you
yeah,
kidding
yeah.
me?
I'm just like. And by the way, here's a plug for PIMSLEUR. Hey, unless you started this podcast right now, well, it's the dude, and you're listening to the Dinosaur and the Dude. Uh, but also, when I'm not doing the podcast, I'm trying to put some time in on learning a new language. And I'm now picking up a second language I'm learning, which is kind of crazy to think about and say out loud, but that's what I'm doing. I couldn't do any of this without the help of PIMSLEUR. PIMSLEUR is one of the resources that I use in my language learning journey as I try to strive to becoming a polyglot, if that's only being a polyglot in my own mind. But in any case, I highly encourage you to give PIMSLEUR a go also. Um, it's had a great learning curriculum and means of which is giving you the information and ways of learning that, whether it's through the flashcards or whether it's through the the timed little time speed rounds. Uh, it checks out your enunciation and how you're able to speak the actual language with the proper means of verbalizing it. Sometimes it's kind of hard, especially if that language isn't based on the languages you already speak, i.e., Romanized language versus an Asian language. So, in any case, I encourage you to check it out. You can go to our website, TheDinosaur&TheDude.com, go to our links with for affiliates and sponsors, or check out the links at the bottom of each page. You're probably going to see it. It's one for PIMSLEUR. Click on it, and you will get 7 days free with PIMSLEUR. I don't know how else, I don't know how else to roll the red carpet out for you. 7 days free, learning out of the huge selection of languages that they have, whether you're wanting to learn Arabic or you're wanting to learn Spanish or Chinese or Mongolian or whatever. They've got a huge selection of languages, and for 7 days you get to do it for free. Each one of the lessons are 30 minutes each. That's like, what is that? That's like the time you spent right now watching a shitty show. You could be putting that into learning a new language, and they're all audio, so it's not something that you have to break from what you're doing. So if you're walking, riding your bike, doing whatever, workout at the gym or whatever like that, put in that time and also learning a language. Hell, that's cool. Do it. Again, go to dinosaur&thedude.com, click on the PIMSLEUR link, get a week for free just because we love you. So there you go. Have fun. Learn a new language. Freak some people out by speaking something or knowing what people are saying around you. Shit, that's why I do it. And enjoy. Now, back to the rest of the episode because I'm sure we've got some more amazing stuff to talk about that you're just dying to hear, right? Of course. When you're doing another
Right?
language, when you're when you're learning another language, you'll find that you lose grasp on your original
Thought.
native language, the language that you grew up with. You lose a little bit of a grasp on that. Now, I don't know how people that grow up in dual language families or multi-language families,
Multilingual
I don't know
family. Oh my
how
God,
that
that's a
works.
dream of mine.
I don't know how that works, but props to you guys because man,
It's good stuff. That's the way to use your brain
I
right there. Isn't it?
I
I mean, it's just communication is a fundamental skill. And
yeah,
depending on where you're at is how you're going to communicate, whether it be physically or through touch or, through
yeah.
more primitive measures.
Hmm.
I mean,
But you know
it
what?
makes sense. It's a genius topic to discuss.
But you know what? I think it's something that is like outside looking in kind of thing. I think if you grow up in that environment, it's not anything to you because you're around it so much, you're immersed in it. Whereas if you are dumb like us and grow up with just one language,
Right.
you look at a multi-language, just and by multi, I'm not even talking about three or four. I'm not even going over to Africa where you got to get six or seven just to live in a place, a city. I'm talking a town even. I'm talking about if you just have a two language speaking family. I think it becomes a thing where you're like, whoa, you guys speak two different languages. That's amazing. It's amazing because you you're not you're not exposed to that type of environment. You're not growing up in that
Right.
type of environment where things are written and spoken in a different language, and so you've got two or three different forms of communication. So if you grow up and it's always like that, and that is your normal,
Then you're a
then
fucking baller level genius.
yeah, then you're not really looking at it as something. I would assume because I didn't. I would assume you're not really looking at it as something that's hard because you're like,
It's your
well,
life. You're living it.
yeah, it's like, well, yeah, my dad speaks this, my mom speaks that, and then when I go to school, like got to speak to my friends, and they're all speaking American
Them
English.
bitches, they need
So,
attention too.
and then there's slang, and then there's this and there. I was like, wow. So yeah, I've always been amazed by people that can speak different languages and just like flow
So
into the shit.
I like how even though people can speak the same language, there's there's differences in the way that people speak, right? So
Oh my
like
god,
Cajun, like
the dialect.
yes.
Yeah. So you
So
got
like
dialect that's
redneck people
here.
or and
Mm-hmm.
then or like this killed me back whenever I don't even know how long ago it was, but whenever they first introduced the idea of ebonics,
Oh
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
really?
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
you spent how much fucking time thinking about this? Because
Right. Yeah,
duh,
yeah,
right, everybody is different. They're not they're not any different just because of where they are, the who they
yeah,
are, any color of skin. It has nothing to do with that. If but it's you're pointing it out like it is. So
yeah.
quit. It's
I
not
was.
it's
It's
not
an
even
interesting
cool.
thing.
You're a stuck up
Yes.
old white man, so suck a dick, whatever. Sorry. I'm sorry, that was me being a lady.
Suck a dick. Oh,
I'm a lot of fun at dinner parties, I
yeah.
promise.
I think it's. I think it's funny how I talk about categorization a lot of times because sometimes it just really boils down to that humans just innate desire to have to categorize something in some sort of
Right.
way in order to show difference and or a level of ranking or superiority or which one's better, which one's not, that kind of thing.
Intellect,
Yeah, and then
mental agility.
when you get down to where you boil it down to like, oh yeah, even this ethnicity has a way of speaking that that's their
Like,
language.
no shit. No,
As if
for
it's
real.
yeah, as if it's different to the point that you have to break it down to that. As if like there's not a southern accent or a southern dialect entirely. So
It depends on the part. I mean, come on, we all know. I mean,
and
hell, most of my family is they're rednecks.
and I
They're
think it's
just fucking
different though,
rednecks. And they're
but I
like a
think
higher class redneck than some of the others. I
they're
mean,
the
I'm not
bougie
trying to say we're
rednecks.
bougie,
You
but
guys are
I
oh my
mean,
god. Oh my god.
our
You're
people
bougie.
just discovered charcuterie boards, okay?
Mm-mm,
Hello?
mm-mm. I
Distinguished
can't.
is
Mm-mm.
really
I can't.
not in our wheelhouse. Not that
Mm-mm.
easily.
Mm-mm. Let me go ahead and do this right now because
I mean, if you were to cut my skin
this
open,
is
it would
getting deep.
bleed cream gravy. It's just there.
Okay, see, I knew I should have done it sooner. This is getting super deep. I got it.
Oh, oh,
I gotta
damn, you
do
just
this.
pulled the trigger, my guy.
I gotta do this now because we are getting super
I
deep, and I'm
got
gonna need hydration in this journey.
I already had
So
a thing of
you
coffee
touched, huh?
and water. I touched what?
You touched. So you okay? So
No, I didn't. Swear to you I didn't.
mm, so I was gonna say like it makes sense when you say when you talk about people with dialects and you apply it to a region. Like there's a northern dialect, a southern dialect, a east coast, west
Right.
coast dialect. That makes sense, and you can hear it. And there's certain etymologies that comes with that. But when you start to apply it to a ethnicity of people, or just because of a certain color of skin, then you must be speaking this. And then when
Right.
you start using it in a more derogatory term, I can't understand you. You must be speaking Ebonics. Then it becomes a thing where it's like you're not trying to label something per se as you would a southern, northern, eastern, western dialect, mid midwestern dialect. You're applying it in a in a soft, underhanded, derogatory way. That's where it gets real weird. But in the same breath, it's kind of implied in certain tones and in certain conversations. That way, when somebody says a redneck or hillbilly or this, that, and the other, and it's very interesting how people like to throw it in ways that to put someone down. But I feel like that was a big that was a big leveraging tool of why Ebonics even came around.
Yes.
I don't think it was either. I don't think it was anything um, that was going to be championing something at
Championing.
all. Yeah, championing something at all. Like for me, like you were just touching briefly on Creole and whatnot. Yeah, that's a very rich cultural, just really rich and cultural root
That's from the
of
French,
language.
right?
Yeah, and it's like, but it's
And
also
some
got.
Spanish.
You're right. I was just gonna say it's got a lot of island, Haitian, South American roots in there with French because you have French, you have Creole, um, and you have Cajun, and it's got their own little dialects and etymologies based on those things. And depending on where you are, you might be a little bit stronger in Spanish, you might be a little bit stronger in French, depending on
Right.
what part of those little areas you grow up in or you're involved in.
Right.
But
Because it all depends on what happened previously as to what's affecting and has
yes,
shaped the
yeah,
culture of the future, which is
right,
what we're doing now. Like
right.
our
So
actions
close,
today are we're setting up either success or failure for people ahead of us
right. So the closer you are to
or
Canada
behind
or
us rather.
French Canada, you're going to be speaking a little bit more French flair, French dialect. The closer to South America, you're going to be speaking a little bit more island and more South American flair. That's interesting stuff to me. But people like to pull another person down just because they feel like they can be more than them or such, and it's just
Well,
makes
like
me
you were
so
saying before, it literally takes us back to our childhood because
mad.
you're the very first things that your parents put blocks in front of you and you class and sort them. That's what you do.
Hmm.
This is this color, this has this texture,
Right.
this has this
Which one
shape.
do you like?
Yeah, exactly. And so it's we're automatically being programmed for discernment,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. God, man, that one doctor, I always forget her name. There's nothing against her. It's just me and
is she
names
hot?
sometimes don't. Is she hot?
Hmm.
Uh, I think, yeah, she's pretty hot. I
Okay.
mean, I think some people's brains make them hot to me.
Yes, yes,
Does that make
very much so.
sense?
Yes, it does. And there's a sapio something.
There's a medical term for that?
No, it's a term like if you were when you're dating someone in a dating
Hmm.
profile, you can say sapio something, something sapio.
Really?
Yeah, and say that that's what you're interested in, somebody that is extremely intellectual.
Oh, God
And I
damn it.
mean, here's the thing. I don't mind if people have differing opinions and differing views. I respect that completely.
Sapiosexual?
Sapiosexual, that's it.
Sapiosexual, because I was so timid. I was so timidly typing that in. It's like I hope I'm spelling this
There's
correctly.
fucking digital
Oh,
footprint in this bitch. It's trying to
yeah,
ruin me.
yeah. So real quick for everybody that's like, what the fuck is she talking about? It's called sapiosexual or sapiosexuality to highly intelligent people. So sapiosexuality means that a person is sexually attracted to a highly intelligent person, so much so that they consider it to be the most important trait in a partner. It is a relatively new word that has become more popular in recent years, and that's from WebMD. So that's
Go
interesting that
WebMD for
I was
getting
gonna
it.
say that's interesting. The definition comes from WebMD. I glanced down real quick and I just saw web and I was like, oh, Webster Dictionary. Okay, or Webster Dictionary. And then I was like, WebMD. Okay, that ended different. But
Well,
sapios
sometimes
sapiosexual. Yeah, I've never com-
you'll
considered
relate to it
that.
a lot, I think.
Yeah, no. I've never
He's like, I
considered
already
it.
am. I already
Right.
am.
No, yeah, definitely. I never really considered it as like
A thing.
I'll just say I think I'm getting more into where I'm saying my sexual palette. I don't
There
want to
we
say
go.
toolbox. I don't want to say toolbox because that's too
I'll say, because
suggestive.
I'm a lesbian, I'll say my tactical unit.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
I didn't want to do that because
I'll say
it's
my
like,
tool belt. I can say my
yeah,
tool
too
belt.
bad. I'm like, I look at it as a palette because I can. It's like one of the
Tool
things that
belt.
I'm interested in, but I'm gonna mix it in with the other shit that I'm interested in. Like I can't say that sapiosexuality is my main thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You like, because
Like
I'm a freak, you know?
right, yeah, exactly. Like visually, I'm looking at somebody. Like I've said before, we are visual people. So I don't know about I don't know about your intelligence until I'm
You can
engaging with
play
you.
dumb. I don't care.
Right, yeah, I'm engaging with you, but my desire to engage with you is totally based visually. It's totally
So
based visually.
you're a whole visual person?
But aren't we all though?
Oh,
Like
I
you
don't know.
find some like you see somebody across the room
I mean,
or
if I was
you
trying
see
to date them, yes.
yeah. Oh,
Yes.
I mean,
I'm not looking
but
for,
I
like,
mean,
the fucking haggard ass, you know? That's my
yeah, right. I
goal.
mean,
You know, that's my
but I mean,
dream
like
man
even
or
to
dream
talk
woman.
to what about like even to talk to somebody? Like you see somebody across the room or you see somebody on a dating site. That's what dating sites do. None of the dating sites, and they're probably gonna steal my idea as soon as I say this, but none of those dating sites have like a recorded statement so you could hear that person's voice or point of views. But so you're looking at a picture or you're seeing them across the room or you're seeing them talk to somebody else and like, God damn, okay, that person is attractive. I mean, there's something about them that attracts them. Maybe not in a I want to date them or something, but even on the remote aspect of I want to have or initiate a conversation with this person. If they're walking up and they're hacking out mucus and they look like they just licked a socket, you're not really thinking, I bet I can have a quantum physics conversation with this person that will get me super rock hard nipples. No, you're not.
But it doesn't
You're
always
th-
have to be about intellectual issues. It could be
you're
about just, "Hey,
thinking,
how's your life? What's your struggle?" You know, stuff like that.
yeah, but you're thinking, where's my mask? Because they got something I
Yeah,
don't
that
fucking
has
want
nothing to
it.
do with whether or
I
not they're
don't.
an interesting person. That has to do with personal hygiene and medical issues.
I don't want your leprosy. Keep it away.
By the way, I'm
But
allergic.
so
Okay.
that's why I say my palate because okay, if you are highly intelligent, yes, let me mix that in. Are you into oh even better? But it's like none of them are a soul thing that end all be all. Like I think there's some sexual sapiosexuality for sure because I've I've been in relationships with people that someone that was more visual was like, oh, they're hotter than this one or that one or the other. But I'm like, nah, this person is like I can have a conversation about quantum mechanics and they just shut me up. That's beautiful to me.
What,
But
by just the way that they look?
no, just by the way of carrying on a conversation like that on just random topics or,
I do love random topics.
God, Jesus fucking Christ, what are you saying to me with these words? Oh my God, look at your mouth. I'm just like stuck.
Yikes!
I am in a fucking black hole right there. I can't get out. I cannot get out. I do not care you have an arm growing out of your back. That's just that's
We'll
extra.
deal with that
That's
later.
that's extra. That is extra fun time for us later. I don't know. You can use it
Can
even
it make a
better.
fist?
That's
Here, hold
amazing.
this.
That's amazing. Okay, okay. Use that while you talk to me about time stream theory. That's great. What? Wow, wow. You're talking to me and stirring the spaghetti behind your back? Oh my God, this is amazing. Yeah. So I think that's um I think that's a very interesting thing, but we went on
For
a
a pat
rabbit
of
hole.
butter.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Oh, for sure. Yes. Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely like, yeah,
Done. You're
yes.
like, "And now on to dessert."
Give me all the butter and yes, definitely.
Do
But
what you
yeah,
need to do. Okay.
yeah, sign my name where? Okay, cool. You're gonna help me write it? Beautiful.
Awesome.
Thanks for helping. But yeah, we got off in that rabbit hole because we were talking about I was saying about this one doctor. that I always forget her name. Um,
Don't try to remember it. You're not going to remember it.
oh, God
You
damn
do it every
it.
time.
I know. Yeah, when I
I know.
don't
And I
try
know
to.
that it's in your heart. You want to. I know it, but it's just not going
Yeah,
to happen. So
yeah,
don't try
you
to
know,
force
it's in my heart.
it.
Oh, it's so much shit in my heart. It's so much shit in my heart. Here she is. Here she is. Jane
Okay.
Elliott. Jane Elliott. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, maybe she's not a doctor, but Jane Elliott is. God, I
Just a
wish.
random person.
No.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah,
I was
okay.
like, this is not funny. I
Maybe
told you I'm stoned. Damn.
maybe she's not a doctor. Maybe. Okay. Yeah. Maybe
Maybe I met her at the
she's.
bar.
Yeah, maybe she's just a cool chick with short cropped hair. I don't know, but I like her style. Um, yeah, she's amazing to me. She has this exercise that she does with people, blue eyes, brown eyes, and it's amazing. Um,
Why did
how
you
she
not share
just
this with me before?
how she
Brown
just
eyes
diffuses.
something?
We've talked about it like we talked about it like once, but I think I blanked out on the name before as well. I think we talked about it in an episode where we were mentioning the we were talking about the scaffolding of racism that is in, just there in people's lives, no matter how they try and do a lot of things. But I encourage everybody to go find shit on Jane
Oh my
Elliott. You can find her at janeelliott.com actually. Um, she's very interesting, but she's also 90, so
Get
strike
in while
while
you
the iron's
can.
yeah, strike while the iron's hot.
Mm. Hey, so something that you just said made me think about something, and we may have talked about it already. I just don't
Huh,
remember.
huh,
um, have I? So I used to go to this church, and it
okay.
was kind of an unorthodox church, but it was
Hmm.
well, I mean, uh, it was like non-denominational, just kind of open, just people
Yeah,
gathering. They're good people that are gathering, and
right.
they accepted everyone. So
Hmm.
disabled, elderly, homeless, trans, what fucking whatever.
Right.
Just be a decent fucking human being and try your
Yeah,
best.
yeah,
And that's all we really want from you.
right.
Um, so and it was kind of a place for like misfits to
Hmm.
go, you know?
Hmm.
Um, but she was saying that something she found out about a technique that was done or an exercise that was done where you take all of these people and you put them in a line and
Hmm.
you say if it measured it was going up a mountain and it measured white privilege
That
because
that's
people would be like no I don't have white privilege and then they go through the strategic like it's a full list of these questions and depending
yeah,
on only you can answer it and you got to be
hmm
completely honest with yourself if you want to get
yeah,
out of it what you're going to get out of it
right.
but I mean there are some of us
No,
that are at the tippy top of white privilege mountain
right. No,
and
that sounds like some Jane Elliott stuff right there. She
it may
because
have been
she's a teacher, lecturer, and educator. So a lot of people go to her seminars to learn how to go out and do more of basically her work. Hey,
sure
you've learned these techniques. Now you can go start your own group and start start getting people to understand things about themselves. And
it's
she
helping each
go
other help each other
right, and that's her thing because
that's
she's like,
beautiful
look, I'm 90. Here's all my bag of tricks. Learn them and go
right
and do it yourself
and if you
because I
can make it better for your own situation fucking have at it just
right,
be
and that's
healthy and be happy
yeah, and that's her thing that she's always like, I'm not trying to um, point the finger and say, "Ha, you're a racist. You're fucked." She's like, I'm trying to get people to see things about humanity and how we as humans can just get out of these little. And then they're not even little because they're so generational, but get out of these troughs of bullshit and move on as humans together. And so she gets a lot of groups together to try and just have these discussions where she's really bringing these points across. And a lot of people walk away going like, God damn it, what the fuck? I
Okay.
just like they just had this blindfold taken off and able to finally see themselves. It's pretty fucking amazing that this
Jane
one
Elliott.
lady
Okay,
is
thank you.
has
Oh,
been doing it. But it's like Jane
American
Elliott.
educator and school teacher.
Yeah,
Very cool.
yep, that's her. Yeah, it's
I
Jane
think that her
Elliott.
biography would be amazing.
Well, she's done. God, how did I first came across her? There was a I never. I have to admit, is like her book is well, it's not her book. Her exercise is the blue eyes, brown eyes exercise, and I came across watching a seminar. I'm trying to figure out what it was on. I can't remember exactly what it was on, but it showed the entire seminar on and how people were just sitting there and they were kind of going off on each other, like, "Oh, you don't know," and, and she's just like, "This is what I'm talking about. You feel this way, and you're. Why did you see that? Well, I don't know. That's what I've known all my life. There you go. There. It's
Right.
like you don't have when your fallback
And you're
is.
healed. You're healed.
Yeah, it's like when your fallback is. That's just the way
It always
I've
is.
kno
And
yeah, that's just the way I've known all my life. I was taught that from okay, there you go. Like
Zig
you
Ziglar did a book on it,
like you don't have any
I think.
basis. You don't have anything that you yourself can say because this I mean, some people can have because this happened to me, I see this way. But I think sometimes, not a lot of times, but I think sometimes people find those incidences to galvanize a thing that they're needing something to make it right or make it real. And so they find this thing like, yeah, see, this guy cuts me off. I knew couldn't drive. And it's like, okay, so you've been holding on to this little,
Hate
th-
Nugget.
yeah, right, on waiting for the right sauce to dip it in to make it just the tastiest hate nugget that you knew was true.
That's
And
what it
it's
is. It's a hate nugget. And in the grand scheme of things, your little amount of hate or how big of amount of hate is not going to overthrow the overall positive
and it's
energy.
it's
So
weird because I
stop.
was talking to somebody and it was like, it's crazy how people are still talking about how Asians don't know how to drive or Asians can't tip. It's like, but when you talk to them, they've never gone anywhere outside of their own neighborhood.
Oh,
Like
that's fair.
if they would go to an Asian country, you would see that tipping isn't done. Tipping is something here in the US. It's
Right.
not
Because
it's not
we pay our workers fuck wages.
well, it's that. Absolutely. You're right. It's that. But then it's rude to tip because it's like you should be expecting to get the best service. You shouldn't tip for it.
Right. You're not paying for mediocrity.
Yeah, you should be expecting someone to really care about your meal, make sure you
Well,
got
isn't it all
water
about standards anyway? I mean, come
water.
on, really.
Yeah, your water's going to be filled. This is something that is like based on the reputation of the place because if this isn't done, then nobody's going to come back to this place. So why am I tipping Amy if the other seven wait staff sucks? You know,
Right.
now everybody's coming hoping to get Amy, and it's like, fuck.
Right. They'll be like, "We need Amy." Well, she's got a 2-hour wait. That's not
Right.
gonna wait.
And then if you don't tip, then it's like, then you get side eye, and everyone's like, "Oh, so you don't even know how to tip? Oh, okay, great." Where if you go to an Asian country, you're not going to get tip because they don't tip,
Right.
and they use so much public transportation that yeah, a lot of people don't drive; they walk or they ride bikes. But when they come here, they have to get vehicles.
Right.
So yeah, they do their best. Oh yeah, and by the way, it's on the opposite. They drive on the opposite, and the steering wheel is on the right, not the left. So there's that to overcome as well. So I mean, those things, but then the fallback response to that, well, they shouldn't come here then if they don't know how to. Like, okay, that's not the fucking
Doesn't
point.
matter, okay, why they're
That's
here.
not
It's
the
none of your
fucking
goddamn
point.
business, number one. I mean, they could be running from danger. You know, maybe in their country there's some shit going down. I mean, honestly, there's shit going down in America, and
Yeah.
Laura
And
and I are considering leaving.
I mean, and typically that type of stereotype has some sort of base to maybe a first generation. But when it becomes a thing that you use ethnically for multiple generations just because they're Asian, then
Right,
that's
that's
where
what
you're
you got. That's what
that's
you're
where you
bringing to the table.
yeah,
Okay,
that's where you're absolutely
sure.
wrong. That's
I
where you're
mean,
absolutely wrong when you're eighth
ridiculous.
generation family and you're still getting first generation hate.
Yikes.
That's
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 deep.
re- that's really bad when the person that you're talking to loves to throw out first generation hate to an eighth generation person. It's like, okay, aside from the fact that I've been
It's so
here
fucked up that
yeah,
people in general even have to think about that there were other generations before them that struggled this way.
right. And
I
right,
mean,
which is
that's
the
something
fallback.
that because I do have a level of white privilege, innately, it's just because I'm white in
Yeah.
America.
Hmm.
Um, it's I mean, I didn't even think that that was a thing that people would study and wonder and want to know what their ancestors, struggle
Right.
because it's the same struggle, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, it's a very interesting thing, especially when you start breaking down like
Oh
how the fuck
man.
did this shit start? How the fuck did this start? Wait, because of a dumb person? Well, god damn it. So I'm com I'm complicit in the dumb. I'm okay. I gotta break that. I can't be a part of the dumb anymore. And so you try and find these ways to where you can better yourself, but then the people that are still in the dumb then start ridiculing you. Oh, so you think you're better, huh? Because
Oh my gosh.
so you found you went you did you're doing things and you not now you understand them, huh? You understand people, huh? Oh, so you're
You
better.
know what?
God
Oh
damn it.
good. I would be like, listen,
Stay
pumpkin, you need to spend a little bit less time worrying about what I'm doing and pay attention to what's going on in your own cereal bowl.
like stay in your bucket of dumb then. Just stay in your bucket of dumb. That's all I can think of. Is like, you know what?
It looks good
It's
on you at this point. I mean, it suits you. I don't expect much,
hey,
so there's no
hey.
loss here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, the only
You
thing I
look
have to do
comfortable.
is
You look comfortable. You got
you
all the
might wanna
furniture.
stretch though sometimes. I
You
mean,
got all
just
the
saying.
furniture in the right place. You love this hate house you made. Okay, cool.
You've just eaten the hate nuggets for dinner every day.
You're in a hate house with a hate. Oh, this hate couch right here. Oh, and is this a hors d'oeuvre tray of hate
I'm
nuggets? Oh my
I'm
God.
having I'm having hate nuggets and haterade, okay?
Haterade.
Bring
Wash down these hate nuggets, dipped in some with a side bowl of hate sauce. Not hot sauce,
or
hate
piss
sauce.
and vinegar.
Yeah, not
Either
hot
one.
sauce, hate sauce. And some hate cream. Yeah, so that's
My
that.
allergies
But
are killing me right now, so
really,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm allergic to Texas,
Mm, mm.
literally.
Shit's big, yo. Shit's
It
big.
is.
This is a big allergy.
I'm allergic to it for, some reasons. I love it here. This is my home,
I'm
but
allergic to a state. This son of a thing. Look, wherever I go, I'm in this
I might
state.
be allergic to the country. I don't know.
God damn it. Oh
We're gonna
man.
see about it.
So speaking of which, and for those that don't know, this is just like a free for all episode where we're just going off the top of our head with a bunch of shit.
I have a full
Um,
list. I was gonna just go down it real quick.
oh really? Oh wow. Okay, cool. So speed of which with the country and all that kind of stuff, and saying, hey, thinking of leaving this shit.
Yeah.
Um,
You coming?
God damn it, if I could fit in a suitcase, right? Uh, so a lot of shit is supposed to be happening. And in case you're wondering, this is all we're recording this before Easter. So if shit goes super super fucked after
Good luck
Easter,
managing your elders,
yeah,
okay?
after
And fuck
if it goes
everyone
super
else.
yeah, if it goes super super fucked after Easter, that's why we're not that's why we're sitting and talking so calmly. We don't know yet because apparently,
If shit goes down enough, you won't be able to hear this podcast.
yeah, apparently it's like, I mean, we talk enough about conspiracy. What was I going
Mm,
to say?
love
Conspiracy
that.
shit. We talk enough about it. God damn it!
Hey,
It's like,
hold on. You've been focusing a lot on your dialect and your language and
yeah,
how you form your words because I can
yeah,
tell because you're using in those exercises you have to use muscles that you normally don't use. So
right.
whenever you use those and now your mouth is a little tired.
Well, is that in when
Either that or
I'm
you got a dick in your mouth.
right, right, guilty. It's dick. Well, that and I'm trying to drink and talk, but then yeah, yeah, I did do a lot of language work right before us getting on. But it's also one of those things I was mentioning a little bit earlier. When you're doing it one language and you switch to another, there's a little bit of bleed over after a while,
Do you
especially
get
when it's
stuck on accents? Like if you were to go somewhere, how long do you have to be there before an accent gets stuck on you? And you come home and people go, "Oh my
ooh,
god." Like really?
ooh, that's good. That's a good
I
question.
really immerse myself in
Yeah,
the culture whenever I'm
yeah,
there, and I'm, like,
yeah,
talking to locals, and I'm having conversations and stuff. So whenever I come back, even after 2
yeah.
weeks, I sound like I come from that country. It's
But,
the strangest thing
but does
and
it
a little
seem?
scary.
Yeah, but does it seem a skosh racist when you do it? I am. I'm always afraid. I'm always afraid of myself because I feel like when you start to do something like that, and now you're catching on that it is, right? You're feeling like, God damn it, it is. Now that I think about it, again, since he brought it up, I am. Um, no, but I'm throwing myself under the
Oh
same
my
bus
god.
because I found with me, when that happens, it
Good
happens at a
good
pace
save.
that, huh?
I said good save.
It happens at a pace where I'm not really aware of it. I'm not really hearing myself because I'm thinking, I'm trying to enunciate it correctly. I'm trying to say it. I want to say this word correctly. I don't want to have a donde as ustedes. No, I want to have, I want to do it right. I want to make sure that I'm rolling my R's and I want to say tortilla correctly. I don't want to say tortilla
I'll have the
because
El Chorrito.
yeah, I don't want to say tortilla because they're L's. In my head, I want to say tortilla, and I want to say it correctly, and I say tortilla, and I want to get that T in it. Tortilla. Okay, cool. And then when you look at your friends, and you're like tortilla, and it's like, why are you sounding
What?
like that? What is going on? So the reverse is almost like when I am speaking to someone, when I'm speaking to a Spanish speaking person, I'm trying to hope that I'm not coming off condescending or racist in some sort of way when it's like tortilla. It's like and they're like, I know I just heard you speaking differently to those other people. Why do you have to break down? Like I'm not gonna understand it any other way unless you say it.
Right, right.
Ranchero beans?
Oh,
No, it's
right.
you just said ranchero beans to your friends. Why'd you look at me and go ranchero beans? Hmm?
Hmm?
See? It's like, God,
No comprende.
right. So yeah, I've noticed that about myself that I will pick up mannerisms.
Yes.
Um a lot of mannerisms. Oh
Random
man.
bitches.
Oh,
Yes.
mannerisms. Oh my God. Mannerisms for sure. A lot of mannerisms. And then I will have a slight sprinkle of an accent. I don't
Mm,
go too hardcore,
I'm more
but
heavy accent.
I don't go too hardcore, but I do it in a way. I guess it depends. The longer that I'm around others, the more definitive it is. But definitely, it's a little bit there, but it's not something that I'm noticing because it's slowly happening. But yeah, I do it for sure. I do it. I do it for sure. Sorry, everybody, that I've done it to, because I it's weird because I'm wanting to make sure that I'm
Okay, oh my
pronouncing
God,
it
I'm back.
correctly. Huh?
I'm back. I was literally listening to the words that you're trying to say, and I was trying to respond, but I couldn't. Like I was stuck.
Okay.
I told you I'm stuck.
Yeah, you're like, but
I'm
yeah,
like, oh my God, oh my God.
that's
Okay,
super
I'm
interesting
better
you brought
now.
that up though.
I
That is
just
super interesting.
glitched.
That is super interesting you brought it up because I do it. I do it. And I
Oh,
hope
sorry.
I'm
I
not.
totally forgot what you were talking about
Uh,
and then came full circle back out of it and remembered what you were talking about. But I was
you,
like,
you had your pause button pushed.
no, well, in my brain, yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
You're like, please hold while we reconnect to the.
We've lost
Hmm,
connection to the server.
hold
Fucking
on.
hell.
Wi-Fi
I'm on
disconnect.
my own devices. Fucking hell.
Right. Hey everyone, it's the dude from the Dinosaur and the Dude. Thanks for listening. And as a part of the things, I want to go ahead and let you know about something amazing that just took place, and it's for your benefit. Um Wanting to let you know about Hoyge. If you haven't really checked out our website, encourage you to go check it out, thedinosaur&thedude.com. There you'll find all of the affiliates and other partnerships we've got going on. But this one that I want to tell you about is related to Hoyge. If you're into pre-gaming like the dinosaur is, you want the most out of what you get with your products, whether that's with a grinder or with the pipe or whichever it is that you're needing at that time, papers. Where's just your place? And if you are savvy enough to act now, go to their website, or even better, go to their website through our website, right? And use the code Dino Dude 10 and you will get 10% off your purchase. Yeah, yeah. See how it pays off to listen to our wonderful podcast? You get 10% off your purchase. It makes no sense to be, to wait. Just go to Hoyge.life and you will get that discount as long as you put in Dino Dude 10. Doesn't get any easier than that. It's what, eight, yeah, eight letters and two numbers. Yeah. Then I'll do 10% off your entire purchase. Get it now. Use our code. Be fabulous, and we'll thank you. Well, I mean, I'm thanking you right now. So who'll do it right now? Check out our website, thedinosaur.com. Fuck me, and get that discount. Right? All right. Now back to the wonderful episode that you're about to bless your ears with. So, um, yeah, we do that, but then also what I was gonna say is that we get into a lot of conspiracies, um, but lately all of them have been like, "Hey, y'all, hope y'all enjoyed this year, because come April, um, shit's gonna, the fan's gonna hit the shit. It's gonna be so much shit. It's gonna pull gravity wise. It's gonna pull the fan into it.
We may gain that 1 second that we've lost as an Earth back.
So
It's just gonna hold it. Whoop, hold on.
let's just run down the quick hot list that comes to mind of all the things that are supposed to be happening from
Oh my
April.
God.
From
Not
April.
to say that we're premonitions.
Yeah, from April on for the rest of the fucking year. Okay. we've got an eclipse that's about to happen that's marking an X on the northern, well, across America. And that's for the 48. That's for the 48. Hawaii and Alaska and Puerto Rico. See how I did that? Puerto Rico,
Mhm, mhm,
not
mhm.
Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I would have said Puerto
Uh,
Rico.
they're going to be spared. U.S. Virgin Islands spared. But yeah,
Can we do a last minute cruise?
so
Because then we'd be on a floating boat.
the last solar eclipse went the opposite direction, and then this one that's coming is going its direction, but that makes an X, and apparently where the X, the intersection of the X is where the hellhole is supposed to open.
Where is
Apparently,
this intersection of the X?
I don't fucking know, but I'm about to add it to my
Let me.
search history.
While you're looking that up, let me just tell you, work has been kicking my ass.
Yeah,
I've been working my fucking ass off.
yeah.
Um, and I am very close to being done with this project. They
Mm-hmm.
pushed they pushed the deadline to the
Mm-hmm.
4th, but I'll get it in on the 3rd, the morning of the 3rd.
Well, cool. I'm glad it's coming. Um, you're seeing an
Light.
end of sorts, a light of sorts. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Mhm.
So, for the 2017 and 2024, get that? It was 7 years ago. Okay.
Okay.
And people are freaking out about that too. 7 years. This is the 7 years in the Bible where you get, and then, okay, fine.
Well, I mean,
Uh,
if it is good for us, because NASA, I mean, come on, really, rockets into the fucking sun? Are you kidding me? Oh, okay,
yeah.
whatever.
So X marks the spot over Cedar Lake in Jackson County, Illinois. The closest town to the exact astronomical treasure map spot is Maconda, a population of 500,
Oh, damn. I hate that for
the
them.
nearest city of
I'm
any
just so
size.
sorry, y'all.
Yeah, the nearest city of any size is Carbondale, located about 3 miles northeast. So,
Come
so
on
what I'm saying,
now. Come on.
yeah. So for everybody that's like, well, what is the dude saying? What I'm saying is, there's going to be 500 people that are exposed to the epicenter of this X, and they're going to get the superpowers, right? And in
And you're going to get
those
all
five,
the fucking people that want to come and see it happen.
right? And so those people that get those superpowers from the sun and the intersection of this X, they are going to be the ones that rise up and start doing shit on the planet. Now,
I hope it's good
unfortunately,
shit.
unfortunately, uh, you know, as the eclipse goes across Missouri, southern Illinois, and western Kentucky, there might be some bleed over superpowers. Now it's going to be in the south, so everybody get ready for superpower Southerners, which that's going to be an interesting comic book to read. But this whole Carbondale and I just a lot of people are super interested in this thing, and like they've already in these areas have declared um, a state of emergency. They already have done that 2 months ago.
It goes
Like
through my
what?
area.
Like
The the total solar eclipse,
yeah.
it goes through it goes through my area.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
not
you're
where
gonna.
the X is.
I mean, you're gonna pick up and bleed over superpowers then, I'm sure.
Oof.
So places have already closed because they're like, yeah, we want people out to enjoy the eclipse. I'm like, what is there to enjoy?
Right?
What
Is
are-
this a trick? I don't trust y'all.
like what are we what are you wanting everybody away? And like, what? I don't understand what's happening. So this eclipse is supposed to be happening, right? Now, around about the same time this eclipse is supposed to be happening, and I could be totally fucking this up. Please, please. That's why we do the disclaimer in the end. I mean, in the beginning, half of the shit that we say is maybe full of shit.
More
The
than
other,
half.
the other half,
That's about the only thing I'm confident in.
the other half is absolutely full of shit. So you got half of what we say is maybe full of shit. The other half, absolutely full of shit.
Definitely, definitely, totally shit.
So whatever truth you can find out of it is, I mean, it's got like it's got some truth in it. Like there will be an eclipse. Will people get superpowers? Solar superpowers? Probably not. They might think they will, but probably not once they get put in jail and that liquor wears off. But there's supposed to be like this. There's supposed to be this whole locust thing happening as well, um, where there's two types of locusts that they've never they've never emerged at the
The
same time.
cicadas. The cicadas.
Yeah, the cicadas, cicadas, right. I wanted to say
Variation of
I wanted to
cicadas.
say I wanted to say cicadas at first, and I was like, no, it's more biblical with locusts. Um,
Either way, we about to get wrecked, okay?
yeah, apparently so. Apparently so. So there's like billions of these fuckers that are supposed to come up from the ground and
Right?
just
There's just so much.
be like, we've done it. We both came up from the ground at the same time. Let's wreck this shit. And they're like, you look at a map um, of the 48 United States. That shit, they're gonna do they're gonna do some work right now. They're all over the place. Interestingly, it kind of goes like where the eclipse X, um, comes across that's going through some of those areas. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
We're about to
Then
find out.
we got the election coming up, which apparently there's only two candidates now. It's usually way more than two, but I guess the rest of them just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm out.
Did you
I'm out.
see? Did you see?
I
Did
ain't
you
even
see
trying.
the guy, the school teacher that changed his name to it's
Yes.
literally somebody is any literally anyone else. So now he's Mr. Else.
Isn't that
And he's
isn't
gonna
that
run.
but like
Fucking
isn't that something that you just like,
you
that
know
was
what? I
funny.
probably would vote for him, honestly.
That
I
was
really
funny
would.
at that time. That was funny in that moment. Now,
They're gonna be thinking talking about it at Thanksgiving. You remember that time?
I mean, because it's like you've gone all your life writing your name down. And I don't know what his real name is. Chad Smith. You've written Chad Smith all this time, and now you're like, I got the best idea ever. I don't know if he talks that way. It just seems like if you change your name to that, you do. I got the best idea ever. I'm gonna change my name to literally anybody else. What? Yeah, I'm gonna change my name to literally anybody else. Chad, what the fuck are you talking about? No, it's it it's literally. You you can call me lit.
You're like, yeah,
You
but
can
what?
you can call me lit if it's a little too long for you.
Oh, yikes.
Um so now you've gone all your life, Chad Smith. So now you've got to change your address, your driver's license. I'm guessing you get a new birth. No, you wouldn't get. I don't know. Maybe I don't know how committed he is. Maybe he gets another birth certificate. I don't fucking know. My point is, if you slip up one day and just sign Chad Smith on there and they revoke your shit, you're like, no, but it's me. Nope, you're literally anyone else. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot I did that shit. Okay. Like, what? God damn it. I mean, people think they're smart until they do dumb shit. And they're like, oh, that was funny in the moment. What do I do now? What do I, oh, eh.
Yeah.
So you got that guy out there. So let's recap because the list goes on. You got,
NASA shooting the
you got
rocket
a,
into the fucking sun. Okay, there's that.
yeah, I mean, I've been talking about shooting
The
rockets to
CERN
the
being
sun.
activated.
I've been talking about shooting rockets to the sun for years. I'm like, what? I've been like, yo,
Yeah.
we got the biggest incinerator around. Why don't we just shoot all the plastic up there? What's it gonna do?
Oh
It's
my
gonna
God.
melt. It's gonna melt before it even gets there. Why
It's
don't we just do that?
right, right.
Why are we disposing the radiation? Just shoot it to the sun. That's a huge
We don't need that bitch anyway.
that's a huge radiation fucking explosion right there. Just shoot it over there to it. It's not gonna get bigger. It's
Right.
the sun. Just we're gonna put the containers of radioactive waste in the ground. No, just put it on a rocket, shoot it to the sun. Well, it takes blah, 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 years to get there. Who the fuck cares? It's off the planet and it's going there. Is anyone checking to like, mm, how long is it? Is it 6 more hours for the ride? Nobody cares. It's shoot it in the direction of the glowing orb and let it fly. As
And
long as
let's
it,
just pray that nothing happens and that it gets pissed at us and starts getting us with fucking solar lasers
I
or
mean,
some
it's the
shit.
sun. It's the sun.
It's gonna do what it wants to.
If the sun has a mind and everything has
We're
a
so screwed.
spirit and life essence, okay, sure, I get it. If the sun decides to get pissed, what are we gonna do? We
Right.
we already freak out at solar flares. So if the sun decides to do anything more than a solar flare, we're already fucked. So I'm I mean, I guess I'm good, y'all get some sunblock just in case the sun decides, hey, I'm tired of you, but it's not much you can do. I'm just thinking, we got we gotta think this through, people. We got solar eclipse happening, a bunch of cicadas coming up, X is being drawn on the ground from the sun.
Right.
We got 5 minutes of darkness coming. I love how the weather people will say it's 5 minutes of confirmed darkness. Oh,
Confirmed.
okay.
Okay. It's still on schedule. Okay.
Right.
It's still gonna happen.
We have 5 minutes promised to us. It's confirmed. It's confirmed. We have you down on the schedule. Your
5 minutes.
your table is reserved,
It's
sir.
there.
It's going to be there. It's going to be ready for you. 5 minutes of confirmed darkness along this path that the eclipse is going on. So you got that going on too. Okay. So again, we've got we've got rockets to the sun, X being drawn on the ground from the fucking solar eclipse. We got a billion cicadas coming up from the ground, just coming up from the ground. We got an election that's about to happen. We've got 5 minutes of confirmed darkness. We've got
The CERN, right? The CERN's being turned on
again.
on the eclipse day.
See, that's just like
That's like poking at it. You know what I mean? Like
that's
just
just
fucking
saying
hell.
that's just that's just like, hey, we don't even give a fuck anymore.
Right. Just flip it
You
over.
guys have had suspicions about us.
It's
You know
all
what?
true, bitches. Take this.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, you know what? You were right. And to prove it, here's how much we don't care. Because what we're about to do won't matter anyway if you know. It'll all be wiped. It'll all be wiped, everyone. None of you guys will be around once we turn it on. That's just how it works. The cicada that are coming up, that's just code word. When we turn it on, the the highly intelligent insect beings will be teleported into our existence. And then that's what cicadas is the code word. It's billions of highly intellectual cicada beings coming over.
Much
Like,
smarter than you. Much,
yeah,
much smarter.
okay, come on, CERN. For real?
I wonder how that pitch meeting went.
When
Like,
do we,
hey
hey,
guys, I
uh-huh.
brought coffee. Okay, for
Oh, okay,
everybody. Just
cool. Thanks for bringing
hear me
coffee.
out. Hear me
Oh
out.
yeah,
I just wanted
thanks. Did
to.
you get goat milk cream? I loved it.
Yeah,
Thanks for bringing
we have
coffee. Thank
all of the creamers, all of them, all of them.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah. Well,
So what's
even
the meeting
children's
about?
blood. Okay.
What's the meeting about?
Oh, it's definitely about it's about the eclipse, and I wanted to try to do something kind of fun.
What? Okay, we love fun here.
I know,
So,
and would be like community outreach in a way.
yeah, when you spell CERN backwards, you know what it spells. Fun community outreach.
I was just thinking that maybe just for just a minute,
Uh-huh.
'cause we want everybody to be able to enjoy the eclipse. Like
Oh, right.
maybe we can just like interdimensionally as well, right?
Mm,
So we were
okay.
thinking like for just a little bit,
Okay.
maybe we just like boop, pop it on for just a second. Just see what happens.
Sorry. I was taking notes. You said we just do what?
We just like boop, just
Oh,
pop it
okay.
open.
Okay. Okay, hold on.
Just a
Boop.
CERN, just a little
Hold on,
guy,
hold on,
just
hold on. Hold on, I'm taking notes. Boop. Is that two U's? Mark, is that two U's? I don't know.
It's 2 O's.
Becky. Okay, Becky said it's two O's too. She said it's two O's too. Dinosaur said two O's. Becky also confirmed two O's because we have to have confirmation. Just like we have
Like,
five
this is
minutes of
history of the making. We need to write this down. No, you
just like
fucking
yeah,
don't. It doesn't matter.
yeah. Just like we have 5 minutes of confirmed darkness. I needed to confirm how to spell boop. Okay, cool.
Oh, you think people
So
are gonna lose their fucking brains come the 8th?
people already have.
Fair.
People already have. They're like, God damn it. Okay, so we got to get all your supplies ready. Like people are saying this 5 minutes of confirmed darkness, and they're sharpening their shit. Like, okay, well, in that 5 minutes, people are going to be running amok. And then what? Then what? It's like
That's
an
target
extended.
practice. Come on, y'all.
It's like an extended game of red light, green light. You got 5 minutes of people running amok, and then all of a
Right.
sudden the lights come on again. You're like, oh shit.
We're done. We're done. Back to being civil.
Okay, I guess
Um,
we'll leave now. But
so I
yeah.
live in a cul-de-sac, but that'll make it
Hmm.
a little easier, you know?
You
And I've got
what?
dogs all to start tagging people out if I have
Hmm.
to,
Hmm.
you know?
So I went ahead and looked it up because that's what my search
I'm
history is
glad you
for.
did. You're the head of
Uh,
research.
CERN to test world's most powerful particle
Sure.
accelerator during April solar eclipse to search for invisible matter that secretly powers our universe.
See, and
That's
it
it.
sounds like, okay,
That's
that's
it.
kinda cool to find out, but
No, it's not.
are you being
It's
I
not.
mean, did we really think because did you
It's
see
not.
the CERN opening ceremony?
Yeah.
And they had all those demon creatures all around and the
Yeah.
devils and stuff running
Yeah.
amok? Come on,
Yeah.
really? I mean,
It's
you may say that you're changed and that you really it's for the sake of science and humanity and blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna go ahead and call bullshit on that, and then and just hope that I'm wrong,
it's
but I don't think that I am, and
mhm.
I don't fucking trust you for anything.
It's not cool. It's like if part of your statement is to search for invisible matter that secretly powers our universe. Again, I know I've said this numerous times because it stands to be true. If we don't even know what the bottom of our what the bottom of our ocean looks like, why are we looking for
Mhm.
invisible matter that
Right.
powers the universe as if we're going to be able to understand it, harness it, use it, and for lack of a better way of eloquently saying it, do something with that shit. But
Right,
again,
the answer is within, you know what
but
I mean?
again, that's part of what we talked about in the last episode and the episode before that. And I think in my ranting during the conspiracy dump truck episode.
The conspiratorial?
No, no, before that we had a
Oh,
conspiracy
okay, okay,
dump.
okay. I
Yeah,
was like,
before that we
"Love
had a
that."
conspiracy dump truck episode where I was just like done with conspiracies because I was like, it's
That's
just
right,
everywhere.
you were, and I was kinda
It's
disappointed
just
in my heart a little bit, I gotta be
it's
honest.
just but then again, but I'm saying this is why. This is why. And even with the conspiracy serial, I was stating the same thing with that, just in a less downer way. It's like maybe this is sort of one of those things where it doesn't make sense to you because you aren't in the know. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? It's like
Yeah.
if I'm if I am not a trillionaire,
You're
I'm
not.
not really
Wait.
I'm not really thinking on that trillionaire level of like I'm thinking of like, oh shit, I do not want to get oh yeah, I'm not I just want a 9.99 pizza. Can I just get a
Like, I just wanted
I
tacos. That's all I wanted.
can't I don't want to do $20. That's too much. That's too much. Trillionaire though is like, okay, so
We'll just buy the restaurant.
I
Okay.
got yeah, it's like I got 50 pizza restaurants. What the fuck? Do I really want 60? I don't know. I'll go with 100 and I'll figure it out later. No,
So
I'm
what do
not
you
really.
think is the big I guess maybe pull from those that do know?
It goes back to what I was saying in the conspiracy serials. Like, what if finding planets that are this is very much this is a super Earth? What if that's just like real estate advertisement for people that are in the know? They're like,
Sure,
oh, cool.
sure.
Oh, okay, that's a planet I can go to because those people are hip to yeah, we need higher fuel sources. So we need to get the thing, we need to get some matter that feels that,
Oh,
like
so it's all
power.
part of getting the fuck off of this planet.
Yeah, can we get some of the power from the universe? Yeah, we can if we turn our Hadron Collider on during a solar eclipse. Cool. You know what's happening next month? An eclipse? Shut your mouth. It is? Yeah.
And
So
it's
we'll
happening. I wonder where CERN is in Switzerland, right?
I don't is it I mean, if it's multidimensional, who the fuck cares, right? It's like
There.
it's like we're CERN. We could be wherever the fuck we want. We're in you. We're outside of you. We're everywhere.
We are you.
Yeah. You are just a
Yes, it's
blip.
in Geneva. It's near Geneva, Switzerland.
You're a blip that happened when the collide occurred the first time around 1 billion years ago. You
You
just
weren't
think
even the important part. You were what
you,
was left over on the sheet. You just got taken with the other.
you just think it's 2024, but it's really not. But time works different for you after we started it. It's like who knows? Who really knows? And so for me, it's like I break it down to that in the sense of like a person like myself and a trillionaire. A trillionaire, they're invited to different parties, they're goaded, they have multiple houses, they know different people, they have a different circle, they have a different means of thinking and different access to things that me, I'm like, yeah, oh shit, what's in my
That's
what's
true. God, now I
what's
feel
in my
kind of bad
what's
about
in my better?
myself.
Oh, I got it. Okay, let me go get some gas. Let me go get some gas. Okay, so first off, I got to get gas, and then okay, cool. All right, cool. Where it's not, it was like a whole different. And so for that, if the thinking is that different, the access is that different, and the way you access things are going to be different. And so what is top notch for you is absolutely crumbs on a table. You know, it's like, oh, I got this cool computer. Yeah, that's I've got a hard drive bank at CERN. What the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? It's like they are making things to keep us docile and to just make us feel comfortable. It's like, oh yeah, I love this little phone. It's great. Look, oh yeah, great. Meanwhile, they're doing something on totally different devices, totally different ways of access that wouldn't, that benefits their moves and their understanding and who they deal with. So it's always like I think of it in that aspect because if that's the case, then what I'm looking at that totally relates to someone else is going to be crazy because it's not something that I can relate with and how it applies to what I need. So
Right.
it's like, why would
Fuck
I need
everybody
a
else. You
Why
think?
would I need a yeah, why would I need a helicopter when I could just drive over there? But then to them, I need a helicopter because my shit is on the top of this skyscraper. So that's where I gotta go. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that makes sense.
Okay, well, have fun.
Cool.
Bye bye.
Right. Or like recently, which is a totally different side note in the rabbit hole, but it's another example. Prince Harry, he had to
I was
go.
fixing to say, what's about what up with Kate, huh?
Yeah, Prince Harry. He's like, well, I gotta go talk to my dad. He flies from California to the UK to talk to his dad for 45 minutes, and he's like, all right, peace out, and then flies back. I'm not thinking like that. So, you know what I'm saying? I was like,
Right, right, right.
I'm not even thinking that way. So, what else? What
I
else is
wouldn't.
out
I wouldn't have went. Sorry, I'm so
there? And
sorry
so,
that you're dying, but
yeah,
this is fucking shit show going on
it's like
over here, and y'all are gonna drag me down into your fuckery.
right. Like, what is happening where I can't just FaceTime you? I gotta fly
Right,
there for 40 and then only
right.
to sit with you and speak to you for 45 minutes, then fly. Oh, I don't even spend the night. I don't, okay. I don't even, I don't even get a hotel in the city. I literally get back on the plane and fly the fuck out to another country again because that's how much I don't want to be. What? Okay, cool. And I feel like I'm right now. I'm glad I don't have that access. Now, I do want that access, and I am aspiring and working towards getting that access,
Go on.
but woe be to everybody when I get it. God damn it, I'm gonna be belligerent fuck just walking around with Canada Dry underwear on. What? What do you want? What do you want? You want to come over and eat? No, I don't want to come over and eat. I got my own fucking people making shit. What are you talking about? Get the fuck out
Right
of here.
now, I'm good to
Like,
go.
belligerent. Oh my God. Woe be to everybody when I achieve that. God
I don't know if
damn
I
it.
can stand you. I'll be like,
God damn it. That's why I haven't gotten it yet. God damn it, man. I'm so, oh my God. Oh my God. Just sending people lumps of coal every, every month.
be sending them like bread
Every
made out
month.
of dicks.
Yeah, every month. Just like, here's a dick. Why'd you send me this? Because you need a dick.
You can eat a
What?
dick. That's right. Here's some bread. Oh, you're hungry? Well, eat the bread then. Eat it. Go ahead. Enjoy. Eat a dick.
I hear you talking. That means you don't have that dick I gave you in your mouth. That's what it's for. Oh my God, just belligerent.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus Christ, just belligerent.
oh my gosh.
I mean, it's just a very, very interesting thing. Like, if you just, like when you're sitting on the toilet next time, just think about it. And like,
Thank you.
what is that all about?
I
Like,
was
if
wondering what I
billion,
was going to be thinking about,
yeah,
but now it's
yeah.
covered.
Like if billionaires are running or owning and operating magazine, TV, news channels, newspapers, right? And so they have yay or nay on the type of programming and the type of material that's seen, shown, printed in on those.
Hello. Why do you think they want to get rid of TikTok?
No,
Hello.
but I'm just saying like if that means of control and power is right there on a billionaire level.
Yeah, for sure. Because they can make it happen. They've got the money.
What the fuck are you doing at a trillionaire level? You see what I'm saying?
You're just not fucking worry about anything
Like
because
you're
you're
doing,
gonna be
like you're
fine.
just, like you are doing shit and not even, it's not even registering in your head what other people are saying about you because they don't even exist. They don't even exist. You get what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah,
okay, I'm gonna make a house and I'm gonna put a bunker under it. The bunker's $200 million. Okay, like I said, I'm
not a
gonna have
problem.
a
I'll
house.
get you cash by the end of the week.
Like I said, I'm gonna have a house with a $200 million bunker underneath it, fully staffed. And
At least one swimming pool.
I'm gonna have this, and then I'm gonna have a dock in the back of it where my yacht can dock just in case I need to escape from the back. I'm gonna have a moat that goes around it, like a fence. And really? This? Yeah. And chop chop, I need it going. People think that sounds like I don't even fucking care. Like what where's my level of care? It's a very interesting thing. And it's even more interesting when the application of money comes into play, that is something that where your perspective gets switched. And I think money is part of it, but I think a lot of it also becomes the access that's granted to you and the access that is available to you just because of all of that. So then you become, yeah, okay, I can do shit and I can talk to people whenever I want. All right, cool. People that I really thought was out of my means of,
Oh no. Right, exactly.
now I can call up the queen. Now I can call up the president. Now, and they're calling me and asking me what do I think about shit. What?
Like, I don't
Yo,
know.
yo, you're calling me? Remember 2 episodes ago I said I'm gonna be in my underwear and drinking ginger ale. Now what?
But cool,
Now,
if that's what you're into.
now
Sweet, me
you want to
too.
know? Now you want to know if I can go over to North Korea and make things a little bit better? Yeah, sure, whatever.
Right. I'll go see, okay.
Okay, fine. How's my station on the
I
moon
would
happen?
touch down and get right back out and be like, "Nope, see,
Yeah,
lost
right.
cause. No,
Mm-mm,
there's nothing we can do.
this shit's fucked.
Hunker down." And that's what I'm
Mm-mm.
saying.
I brought donuts. What the fuck? This dude is
Teach your
out.
people how to survive, because that's what they're gonna need to do.
This dude is out. This dude is playing with Legos. Get the fuck out.
Hey y'all, this is the dinosaur.
And the dude from the Dinosaur the Dude podcast was just wanted to say thank you all for the time that you've given us listening and the support, and how much we really appreciate you.
And all those stars. We really do appreciate you guys. And we're just happy that we have each other so that we can do this for you. If there's anything that you want to hear about, then let us know and we'll try to work it in.
That's right. Shoot us up, and don't forget to go to our website, thedinosaurandthedude.com.
Dot
Thanks.
com. Okay. So something that you said earlier about like a tactical, I was saying a tactical unit,
Uh
right?
huh.
And then I
Uh huh.
mentioned tool belt.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is apropos, right? For
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
being a stereotypical like lesbian.
Right.
Um, I actually have
Okay.
a tool belt
Of course you
that
do.
I use
Hmm.
when I go camping
Okay.
because it holds things like water, um,
Okay.
gum,
Yeah.
eye drops.
Uh-huh.
It's like a girl bag, but it's
For
a tool belt.
no, I love the examples of stuff.
Well, and I used to carry like when I used to smoke cigarettes, I would carry my cigarettes, my lighter, I would
Yeah.
carry my vaporizer for
Hmm.
weed, and I would carry some extra weed.
Hmm.
So now I don't have to carry those 4 things.
Mm.
So I got room for other stuff. There's like,
Hmm.
who doesn't love pockets, right? And a lot of women's clothing doesn't come with pockets. And pockets are they're amazing. And unfortunately, as a lesbian, the only way that we can really get a lot of pockets
Yeah.
is to wear cargo pants. And I don't
Is
support
that
that.
why? Jesus Christ.
I mean, I appreciate the tactical. I have a tactical bag that I carry around with me,
Yeah.
like as a purse.
It's
It's an
so much.
actual tactical bag. Like
Just
it could fit a handgun, it can fit, you know, my cough drops, it can fit, a couple of protein bars.
the combination of things is what's making me laugh the hardest. It's like
Some lip balm,
they they do not. None of these things go together. None of these
I
things
can
are
use it to collect
accessorize each other.
rocks
You didn't say
or
my
gems.
gun and bullets. You said gun and cough drops. It's just a
I know.
random array of
Look,
things.
my throat gets scratchy, and whenever you're
Right.
coughing out in the middle of nowhere, you can't
Right.
be stealth about it. I mean,
Yeah.
there's just nothing
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah. You
So
don't
you
want to.
gotta have your shit in check, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to fuck up your gun usage. Um, with
No,
it
then you're
with
gonna
an
be
itchy
wasting bullets. Ain't got
with
time
it
for that.
yeah with an itchy throat. So you bring you bring your cough drops.
You know what I
So
think I need?
hmm,
I need to be friends with a blacksmith.
no, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't, because
Yes, I do.
that means so much shit for the sake of having a blacksmith friend. You're like, you know what? I like my forks, but do you think you could make some forks that are more butch forks just for the sake, like your description of stuff is going to be jacked up, and
No,
then you're going to have this
right.
blacksmith hammering stuff together with this.
Hmm.
I like this. Can you make it more butch? Can you?
Yep. It's called butch crafting for a reason.
Right. Right. But it's going to be butch smithing if you have a blacksmith.
Hmm. Yeah. No, I just want somebody to make bullets for us.
Oh my God. Then that's a okay. Then that's somebody that
A blacksmith will burn down metals, right?
well, then now if you're combining a lot of stuff. Now you're
Look, I don't know what I need, but I'm speaking about a trillion, billion, a trillionaire level. I just need
yeah.
somebody to
Hey,
keep giving me bullets.
yeah.
Okay, and protection. That's what I need.
Yeah, that's the thing right there. If you're speaking of a billionaire, trillionaire, yeah, you got a little bullet
My hand
making
is out. I just expect somebody to keep it full.
you
You know
got
what
a
I mean?
bullet making connect. You know, they're gonna make bullets specifically to your liking, guns to your liking. Yeah. You fuck that. You just have a security team. Why do you have somebody making bullets for you? You get to your security team and then it's like, we got you. We got you.
Hmm. Hmm.
We're good. We're good. What do you need? Okay, cool. Okay, good. What how many grenade launchers do you want? Okay, cool. We got you. I I mean,
Oh my
yo,
goodness.
just straight up belligerence. But a little bit more in depth to if you can, a little bit more in depth of what you were saying because I'm fascinated by this whole thing because I didn't know until you started talking about it.
What whole thing?
So lesbians really dig pockets like that?
Well, it's functional.
I mean, I get the functionality of it. I just
Yeah,
didn't. Your your ode to
it makes
pockets.
sense.
Your ode to pockets that you just did or a little bit.
Yeah.
That was that I didn't know there was a level of love for pockets like that,
Oh, you have no idea.
and when you lumped in the 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 lesbian aesthetic to it all, I was like, huh, wow, I never
Well,
thought about how.
some dresses have pockets, but I'm not wearing a dress.
Okay, so you got a line. Okay,
I can't run well in a dress.
right. Why even wear a dress? Right.
Some dresses have pockets, but you can't hold a lot of stuff in them.
Hmm.
I mean, I consider myself like a pack mule. Like I just
Some dresses have pockets, but you can't. I mean, I guess like from a person that would wear a dress, I would be like, what's the point of a dress? What's the point of a dress? What's the real point? It's not functional. Pants, come on, give it to me. It's not functional. You want some cool pants that'll cool you off? Okay, shorts. But it's not a skirt, mm, little short dress kind of thing. Little
I mean,
okay.
while appreciated on some people, I agree. Hey, I'll give
Yeah.
credit where
While
credit's
if
due.
you
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it's just
I
not
appreciate the hell out of that on some people. Fucking, but
it's just not ready to go attire now, is it?
no.
Yeah, it's just
I
not.
mean, speaking of ready to
Hmm.
go
Hmm.
attire,
Okay.
I went to an Army Navy store today.
Jesus. Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a med bag and it's a small med bag for the truck.
Hmm.
And I got um oh hell. Oh, I got some cord, paracord.
Okay.
It's pink. And because you having cord is important and you can do a lot with cord.
Okay.
Um I
Like at
hate you
like
so much.
I mean, like at a certain point, I just have to go off of what you say because I really have no means of going. Well, you know, chord is okay, but sometimes no. I'm like, okay, cool. Is that you're the expert here? I have not stepped into an Army Navy store. I can't
So, and
remember
I
when. I can't
I
remember
also
when.
got one of the scarves. They're like super lightweight.
Hmm.
They can, you get them wet and it'll keep you cool because the wind blows through them. So
Okay.
it's really cool.
I
Yep.
mean, yeah, like for me, I'm like, I just want to go in there and get a cool little hat or a cool pin. No, you're going supply shopping, and
Functional.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
We
functional.
looked at possible Faraday cages.
Wow, see, that's what I'm talking about. I have to go off what you say because what?
Like I want to find a waterproof one.
So let's stop right there. So when
Hmm,
you're
hmm.
saying you're looking for a fair ticket, like for stuff to go in, or for
Yeah.
you, like people to get in, or because
No, but I would love to turn my house into a Faraday cage.
it's
And
sort
there's
of like,
devices that you can get to do that.
oh really? Okay. Because I thought you have to like,
It's like EMP protection for your home.
right, but I always thought of Faraday cages as like a room, a contained room. It's metal. It's all this kind of. But there's devices you can get that just does it for you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I'm not 100% sure what that looks like because I haven't done a lot of research into it, but
Hmm.
they do have home systems.
Hmm.
So,
Wow.
I mean, again, how much money do you have? How much money do you want to spend? What is that type of security?
Hmm.
Are you going to be hunkering down? If you're going to be hunkering down, okay, maybe invest in that.
Hmm.
Just like if you're going to be hunkering down, if the shit were to hit the fan,
Hmm.
then maybe you invest in a generator, invest in some knowledge or some courses on how to sustain electricity in a way that, I mean, electricity is not hard to isn't it's not hard to make as long as you know how to make it.
Hmm.
You take some copper wire, you take, some electrical tape, you take some magnets, you do some shit, you put some wires together. I know that there's a code, and I realize I sound like a fucking idiot right now, but it's true. I don't know enough about it. Um, but you got to know how to survive, right?
Hmm.
And since that's kind of a hobby of ours, it only makes sense that we would be constantly upgrading or furthering our preparedness.
Wow.
Now, we don't have like an underground area filled with canned goods, and I don't can shit. I need to.
Yeah, I was gonna
But
say, are you two gonna get to that level?
um well, so if we stay in the States,
Uh-huh.
then yes, but
Okay.
not in the place that we're here now.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't want to stay where we're at because we're in
Right.
like on the outskirts of a pretty big
Metropolis.
metropolis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be kind of awkward to go and say, yeah, you want to get to some place where it's not around a lot of shit like that, not around a lot of people per se.
right. But like for
The
now,
population
because
count
we're
has
not
to be
going to,
lower.
right, exactly, and there needs to be a little bit more space.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I need to be able to see somebody running across a field.
Right.
Right.
Carbondale, where the
Yeah,
X will be.
Carbondale.
500 people. Some shit like that.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, but
Huh.
I don't know.
So, and this is always interesting. You and the prepping and the preparedness, and that's always interesting stuff to me. Because I was watching this one, and maybe I'll send it to you. I was watching this one video where this guy was breaking down how to get. It was kind of interesting because it had to do with shipping containers and how he's breaking it down to where he's like, if I do this and if I do that, then it is a contained bunker. And this guy that is also an engineer, he's like, yep, if you do that, oh yeah, that's a great idea. Oh yeah, that would be able to. And I'm watching him, it's like, yo, this is how this shit's done. You just do these things, and it's
Hmm.
a wrap. And then listening to you, I was like, oh, maybe she would like to watch that because that would be
I
something
would
right
love
up
that.
that'd be right up her alley. Because the way they did it, it wasn't a matter of they were almost leaving it open ended. Like if you had a property, and you had enough space, you could put it in. You could do this on your property,
Oh, yeah, for
or
sure. They have kits that you can buy. They'll
yeah,
deliver them
it's like
to your
or
house.
but the other way they were by open ended. It was like it was being thought of and talked about like that. But then at the same time, it's like if you just bought a little bit of land out in the middle of wherever the fuck, you could make this as like a little depot. If you're on the run or if you needing to move and get some supplies from point A to B, you got a little pit stop of a bunker that you've put off the side of this area that you can resupply yourself. And it's a
Okay, so
very
let me just tell you a little bit about how my brain is working, right?
okay, okay,
So,
love it.
ideally,
Mm-hmm.
what I would love
Mm-hmm.
is a place about, I don't know, I would say I would love 20 acres. If
Okay,
I could get 10, perfect.
speak those
I'll
dreams
take 10.
out. Speak those motherfucking dreams
Yeah, I'm
out.
manifesting
Yes,
this motherfucking shit. I'm gonna go to Carbondale and manifest this motherfucking
right.
shit.
This place is mine.
Yeah, exactly. So if we stay in the States, I want to find a place that
Mm-hmm.
has just, like 10 acres, right? I
Mm-hmm.
realize there's probably not going to be a lot of trees on it. There's probably not
Mm-hmm.
going to be whatever. Cool, fine. It is, we can put a little shack on it. That's fine. We'll,
Right.
we'll put 1,000 square foot home that's plenty big enough for us.
Okay.
And so that'll be our home.
Okay.
But there's going to be a bunker made underneath it
Uh-huh.
that's much bigger.
Oh,
So
okay.
like think in the world of extremes,
Okay. We're definitely
think
there. We're definitely. I mean,
it's actually not within, it's not without of reach. I'm
yeah,
just
I was
saying.
gonna say no, no, no slight. I think that when when the discussion is in regards to bunkers or fortifying this, that, or prepping, or you're thinking of situations that are outside of the norm, and
Right.
that's why you have to have these means of preparation and thinking in place because what was normal and what wasn't necessary for this is now necessary for this. So
Right. So I'm
yeah.
thinking small house up top
Okay.
and then underneath
Uh-huh.
where it can be completely cut off.
Okay.
Like I'm talking about like huge ass thick cement walls, the whole bit. And in Switzerland they actually have some of their villages
Uh-huh.
have these bunkers in there. It's standard
Yeah.
for um, for just urban living and like or suburban living or country living. It's
Mm-hmm.
what's in some houses even have artillery like what do they call them? Cannons
Yeah,
that
Switzerland's an
come out.
interesting place because it's
I
like,
know.
yeah, we're
They have
neutral, but we got all the shit to survive
fuck
from
yeah.
you all being crazy.
Yeah, well, but that's kind of funny to say because the CERN's over there, you know?
Yeah. They're like,
So
we're just gonna do our
either,
shit.
they're trying to keep people out or maybe they have to keep people in. If something goes wrong with the CERN, they can activate the
Right.
bridges and the bridges will blow up.
Just that
That's a thing,
statement,
right?
just that statement alone, if something happens to go wrong with the CERN, you know what? That right there is so
Loaded.
that's a super heavy statement because if something were to go wrong, we would know and or be able to stop it. I think of
Right.
CERN, just a super side note, and I want to get back to your prepping life. I think of I think of CERN in this. Have you ever seen The Mist?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
Oh shit.
Is it about a mist that takes over, like a fog that takes over everything and it kind of just engulfs everything?
Yeah,
Okay, because that's where I would go with it if I was making
yeah,
a movie.
Stephen King and all that kind of stuff. But it's kind
Oh,
of,
okay.
but I don't want to ruin it for everybody. But this is a little bit of a spoiler. But
Shocker.
it's sort of like
Um,
a CERN thing. It's like, hey, where this shit start? Oh, it started at the base over there. What the fuck did they? And it's like you end up realizing that it was a fuck up, and now There's nothing that can
Like
stop it.
hell has been unleashed and we
Yeah,
can't
it's
stop
nothing that can stop. It's a great movie though. You should watch it because it's
it.
like
Okay.
it's a great
What?
movie because that whole thing you were talking about privilege and whatnot, it does a soft take on that where it's like,
Okay.
okay, if you're in this situation, things get really real and people start seeing themselves a little bit more worthy than others. And
Oh, right. Ranking goes back. We go back to our primitive,
yeah, it
our
goes,
instinct.
it gets really like, well,
What is the movie you had me watch just recently? You had
oh,
me, and it blew my fucking brains out.
ooh,
What was it? God bless.
well, clearly it blew your brains out.
The
You don't even know what you saw.
the Purge. The Purge.
No, you watched the
Yeah,
first.
you. Yeah, no, I know I watched The Purge, but that was the first time that I had seen it,
Oh yeah,
and it completely blew my brain out. Like I just what? There was
yeah,
also another one, and I was legit having a panic attack during this movie. And Laura was like, "Do we need to turn this off?" And I was like, "No, no, keep it on, keep it on."
yeah.
Like,
Because I recently had you watching Mr. Robot.
so yes, but and I am not done with the third season. I'm working on it.
Jesus, look at you, third season.
I know. Well, I've had to slow down quite a bit because of work.
No, no,
Stupid.
I'm just like when we last talked. It was like I'm on the third episode of the first season. Like I'm not done with the
No, no,
first
I blew through
season.
that like a hooker at a Shriners convention. Are you kidding me?
You're
I
like
was
I'm not
down
done with
on
the
my
third
knees begging for
season.
more.
It was like what third season? Okay, okay, I see you.
Yeah, you about to.
It's good stuff. Uh,
Yeah, it's super good.
what
Yeah,
movie?
but god
What
damn it,
other
what movie
movie
was
did I have
that?
you watch? I had you watching. It was so it was Mr. Robot, and then movie was shit. I mean, if we had like an active listenership, they would be chiming in right now. But
Yeah, we need to set up a line where they can call in.
God no,
That would be
that would be
hilarious.
so much.
That
That
would
would
be
be
awesome.
that would be so many cats we'd have to wrangle right there.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, we
We
got
wouldn't
another
get
call.
anywhere.
We got another call. Hey caller, fuck you. Click. Okay, cool. That's the 80.
Okay, thanks. Okay,
that-
fuck you too.
That's the 88th fuck you
Love
we've
you, mean it.
gotten in an hour. Uh
And it's me doing it from the other line.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, so you told me, hey, I watched The Purge last night for the first time. I had a full-blown panic attack. That's the text you sent me.
Oh, yeah, yeah, okay, that's the one. I
I
was
had
having a panic attack
yeah.
because it's true what you were saying. People are gonna start measuring up,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
Yeah.
they're gonna be thinking, "Okay, well, my shit doesn't stink and yours does, so fuck you. My life is more important than yours."
I mean, especially if you are no especially if you've been told, hey, you get a pass.
Have at it.
You get a pass for 24 hours. No, the movie that I was telling you, like you picked up The Purge, I thought on your own because I had
Did you?
right
I
right
mean, did
before
I?
right before that text from you, I was telling you I'm about to watch American Conspiracy, and I watched American Conspiracy, and I was like, all right, I'm already on the first episode, and I'm already fucked. So American,
Right, I haven't gone into that.
yeah,
I knew that
American
I had to get work
Conspiracy,
done,
yeah,
and I would have literally been like, "Fuck this job."
yeah, yeah,
Just
because I text you saying fuck me 25 minutes into the first episode and I'm already fucked. Great. Yeah, American Conspiracy is pretty interesting. I ended up watching another interview from the guys that did that, talking about the stuff that they had to leave out. It was like they had to cut so much. Um,
Really?
because they wanted it to be 8 episodes and it turned out to be 4, so they're like, okay, it's a lot of shit that we couldn't put in there. And they start talking about it. It's like, god damn it, I don't know if I would have been able to continue it goes on for years, like it's over a decade worth of them compiling all the information and getting all the contacts together to make that. It's a very interesting thing. um I f- it, yeah, it's pretty interesting because it. shows this guy's, like, even the guy that's documenting it and doing all the research, it shows how he was when he started, and then later on it shows how he is now, and like, oh yeah, this shit is eating this guy's insides out. It's driven him mad. Um,
Really?
so yeah,
Jesus,
there's
that sucks.
there's all that stuff. But yeah, check out The Mist. The Mist is really, it's a very, very interesting. It's horror in it, but it has some, it has a lot of social undertones to it that makes like, hey, you know what? That's how things are, and man, it is horrible to see it when you really put it to the test, like it's either you or me. Um, how
Humanity is
people,
ugly. Humanity
yeah,
is definitely ugly, and it
yeah,
has been since the dawn of time.
yeah. Humanity has got a thing for, humanity has a hatred for individuality. I think that humanity has that because it's steeped in a group mentality, because you humanity learned really, really hard scarring lessons that the group survives. And if you go outside of the group, sway from the group, or do ungroup like activities, you're out. You got to get fucked. You got to get fucking killed, because you're not fucking up the group and killing all of us. And
Right.
I think that kind of thing just sort of grew over time, because once population grows, well, now you have the safety of making a group within a group within a group within a group. And as long as
Right.
it fits within the society to keep that going, then socially no one cares. But if your group decides to start doing things where it fucks with society, now we got to come after you.
Right.
Now we got to come in. Now we kind of, so yeah, that's the ugly thing. But back to the prepping and stuff. I think that it's interesting that there's you, and then there's people that I know that are like 500 times more.
More intense.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish I could be, I really do wish that I could.
That's what I was gonna ask you.
My
Was
life is
like,
a total shit show sometimes. I
yeah,
mean, like, I
that's what I
haven't
was
even
gonna
told
ask
you
you.
about I mean, I've been pulled away in so many different directions.
Sure.
My wife got sick last year,
Okay.
and, because she got COVID, and then
Uh,
she ended up having, like, some long COVID, shit that went down,
okay.
and then, me with the fall and the broken shin
Mm-hmm.
and the
Mm-hmm.
fucked up lungs and the head trauma and all that fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I went to the oncologist and they said, "Okay, well, since it's not cancer, we need to get you over to a rheumatologist because they specialize in sarcoidosis."
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay. So got in with a really good firm here in Texas,
Mm-hmm.
and the location that I got into, they're actually booking for March of 2025 appointments. But I knew somebody,
Yeah.
and so it just so happened that he worked there, and his husband worked in that department for this doctor, and it
Okay.
was just kind of a luck thing. So they got me in, and I know that I'm stepping in front of somebody,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
that sucks. But I also know that they
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of cancellations.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so, and I also know that this is a self preservation measure because I can't go
Right.
without knowing. I can't. I
Right.
have to. Like, they want to keep me on steroids. Well, you can't be on steroids, the dosage steroids that I'm on, for more than 3 months. They don't want that because it can hurt you.
Right.
Um, so they need to get me to the point where I can come off of them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, well, and with sarcoidosis, that's definitely a possibility.
Okay.
So they said, "We need to get you over to the rheumatologist," which they did. We went,
Okay.
and she said, I don't have to start off doctor's appointments like this, and I'm really sorry that I'm starting this one off this way, but I do have to tell you that I'm not convinced that it's sarcoidosis and that it's not lymphoma." And
Hmm.
I said, "What?" Okay. So we went through the whole thing. Long story short, she is ordering a whole bunch of tests, And based on the first level of tests, that was 8 vials of blood that they took,
Mm-hmm.
she called the director of the lymphoma program there at the facility,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a teaching facility, so they've got research people all over the place, right?
Okay.
Um, and so based on those, she called him, and he said, "Okay, yeah, we need to get more blood. These are the tests that I'm ordering. She needs to come back and give more blood, and then based on that, we'll go from there." So they haven't ruled out.
Jeez.
She said, "Unfortunately, it's not ruled out,
Okay.
and we don't know exactly what happened or what the thought process was of the people that told you that it wasn't. We don't know what they were looking at or how they were interpreting it, but we do have cause for concern. So, and who knows? Maybe it could be some fucked up hybrid shit that, you know, leave it to me, right? I mean, exactly.
Yeah, right.
So, um, we just don't know, and that's okay. I'm not upset about it. I'm not freaking out about it.
Yeah.
It's just a thing that I'm going through, and I'm gonna have to go through, and I got to be okay with that.
It's like a never-ending roller coaster, though.
I know, I know, right? So,
Like,
and
what?
actually,
Wait, what?
we haven't told anybody
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want to get. I mean, let's be honest, nobody's going to hear it, right?
Well, yeah,
So,
but I mean, narrowing it down and all that kind of stuff. I think it's just that, like, it's a nonstop roller coaster. It's like always you're feeling like you're making progress, and then something like this happens. Like, okay, so great. What now?
okay, so it is, so it's not, but so it
Yeah,
is, but it's
yeah,
not,
right.
so it's not. Okay, cool, it's not.
It's
Oh,
like
but it
you
might be. You know.
It's like you're living on a certain reality for about 3 weeks, and then you get told a whole different reality. It's like, wait, so it's not so me celebrating this wasn't really something that should be celebrated because now you're saying that person might not know what the fuck they were talking about. So now I need to just sit back and relax and wait for you to figure out what's going on by you looking at those 8 vials of my blood. Got it.
And it's not, well, now it's 16 because I had to go back and give 8 more.
Of course.
Um, yeah, because the blood that the one drew was, they didn't keep that around,
Yeah. It's
so
old
they
now.
just
We
got rid
want
of it.
fresh blood.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I do feel like a human pincushion, I'll say.
Jesus.
It's
By the
not
way,
fun.
I just sent you the link to the shipping container thing I was telling you about.
If I open that up and it's a dick pic, we're gonna have serious
Right.
problems.
Ha ha ha. It's all
I
dick.
got you, bitch.
It's all dicks. Yes. Human dick and orangutan dick. Ha ha ha. Bet you never seen orangutan dick before. Now you will for
Ugh.
48 days of your entire life. Yeah, God damn it. That
So that's what it is,
that
and we're
rug
taking it one
pull.
day at a time. And she was like,
Yeah.
"I'm really sorry to have to even say this. I hate that this, but I will say, I mean, hey, if they need to be doubly sure, okay, fine, go on,
Yeah.
do it, whatever you
Yeah.
feel like you need to do."
No, yeah, you're right.
I mean, and then at this point, I'm just like, I'm past the point of fuck around, find out, right?
Yeah,
I'm just like,
yeah.
whatever this is, okay, we gonna figure this out though. We
No,
gonna get it
yeah,
taken care
you're
of. That's
right.
what we're doing.
Yeah, if you want to be doubly
So
sure before we proceed with any type of treatment that because then the other way is just as fucked. You're like 8 months into a certain treatment for them to go, hey, so
yeah,
what we realize, and you know
gotta
what?
switch
Champ,
gears.
champ, you've been a champ for 8 months. You've been a champ for 8 months. What we're realizing and thinking though, this might not be what we were thinking we were treating for the
And
yeah.
here's the thing, if they were pretty sure, okay, I get that.
Hmm.
But and it, but the oncologist's office, they called me as because the new doctor, the rheumatologist,
Yeah.
said, "I have to get on the phone with your pulmonologist and your oncologist, and I've got to talk to them."
God damn
So
it.
obviously, she
All
got
the
in touch with them.
all the ologists.
I know, and she got in touch with them, and she told them. I guess the oncologist was like concerned and wanted to talk to
Hmm.
me and wanted to. They called me and said, "Hey, we want you to come in and we want you to give blood." Of course, because nobody can
Yeah.
share my fucking blood.
Yeah.
Um,
Shit together.
right? Come on. And she said, and then the head doctor wants to have a one-on-one with you. And I'm like, okay, well,
Okay.
I appreciate the concern, but
Yeah.
don't you think maybe it should have been a concern before?
Mm, mm.
Why are you
Tell it.
wanting to check your work now? You should have
Tell
gotten
it.
it right the first time. If this is your fucking job, then maybe
Mm-hmm.
you should have gotten it right the first time, because if it is,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think that it is, I do not think that it is.
Mm.
If it is,
Mm-hmm.
you just wasted my time.
Motherfuckers. Mother.
And time is really all that I have,
It's like get that.
especially if it is,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
regardless of whether or not there's a way to manage it, a cure or chemo or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but whatever it is, we've wasted time
Yeah.
and added a lot
Oh,
of stress, and
absolutely.
we didn't need to.
Absolutely. Absolutely valid. Absolutely necessary. Absolutely. There's no one that can refute any bit of what you just said. It's like that is abundantly clear. You went.
However, I will say,
Mm-hmm.
I can understand that something like this would happen. It is unfortunate, though, that that the possibility of something like this could happen,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because I was on a path, I was on a journey, I was on a journey to healing, and I kind of been yanked back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that sucks because really am sick of feeling like shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I also realize that there's not a whole lot that I can do about it. But if it was done from neglect,
Yeah.
I'm not here for that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. It's like, like, okay, it's only so much you can do, and you have to just look at it from that aspect because otherwise, even if you start looking at it and you're like, you get all pissed off and everything, that really isn't treating anything.
Right.
And all it's, like you said, time is of the main focus. So if you spend that time just pissed off, but not doing anything, you know, to address the situation, then what's the point? What I mean,
Right.
what is it benefiting you? None. So yeah, keeping yourself focused
At
on
some
that.
point, I just have to let it go, for
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
until I figure out exactly what's going on.
Hmm.
Um, but I'm going to be fine either way. I'm
Yeah.
just,
Ready.
I'm going to be fine until I'm not.
Yeah.
And then even whenever you think that I'm not okay and I'm dead and gone,
Mhm.
I'm going to be fine.
Yeah, because like I said,
I've lived a, I've lived a, I have a, I have a good heart. I mean,
well,
my mouth, total shit.
and like I
But
said, we're already going to have you on AI, and we'll be able
oh
to
right, you're going to
continue.
save my brain and stuff,
Yeah,
right? So
we'll be
that's
able to continue, and you know, we'll
you're
just
going to be talking to a jar and a head, or
talk
a head
about.
in a jar.
Yeah, a head in a jar talking about their love for pockets. And
Oh, pockets are amazing.
that's going to be the thing where it's like, okay, so when you're prepping with your pockets, oh my God, pockets, I love it. Love pockets. If I
Yeah.
had pockets, I love cargo pants and pockets. So,
I love yoga pants and pockets.
right. Okay, so wait,
Love me some
stop,
yoga pants and pockets.
stop on that. Stop on that. So here we are, definitely. People that wear yoga pants that have a pocket.
Okay, I
It,
was going to
it's
say
it's
real
it,
easy.
it's never with an S. If it is,
No,
then
some of them do only have one, and it's such
it's a
bullshit.
pocket where the phone will go, so that
Right.
when they're exercising, they can listen to music and their their exercise app can monitor them correctly. But there's some people that wear yoga pants with a pocket. Because to me, if it has pockets, then it's not really yoga pants. It's just stretchy jeans that are really on tights or whatever. Okay.
Mm-mm.
But if you got a pocket on yoga pants that should be for a phone or an electronic device, but you are
Put leftovers from your
you're
Thanksgiving dinner
putting
in there.
yeah, you're putting a tablet in there and your keys, not a phone, a whole tablet and your keys and your rabbit's foot and
You
you
got that
you got a
foxtail thing hanging out behind you.
yes, and then you got a foxtail and you're also a little old school, so you have a notebook. And then so this pocket is just hanging on to the last bit of the stitching that it's put in there. That's where it's
It's past its allowance. Like,
that
elasticity only goes so far.
that's the abuse right there. And people will wear it. People will do that as if I'm not supposed to look. Why are you staring? Because I'm trying to figure out
What the hell?
how
Fucking Mary
hard.
Poppins over here got
Yeah,
some
like how hard did you
shit in
hit?
her buckets.
How hard did you hit your head where you thought that was actually how it's supposed to work? That's clearly
Because
not.
honestly, whenever you put that much shit in there, it looks like saddlebags.
Yeah, it looks like, hey, what happened to your leg? Oh, that's just all the shit you got in there. I mean, marbles come in a bag. You didn't have to put the bag of marbles in your pocket too. So it's
Ugh.
kind of interesting when people wear that and they, you know, that an oversized pocket on on yoga pants is about as confusing to me as saggy yoga pants. Like
Oh, come on. All right, I get you.
people that have
I get
saggy
you.
yoga pants, like
I don't understand that.
couldn't you just get you didn't want to
Well,
get
I don't
the
like to have them. I don't like to have them too tight because then it shows everything. Well, isn't that the fucking point?
yeah, like shouldn't you
To
have
keep you
gotten
contained so that you can yoga.
you were supposed to get the other size. Why'd you get these? This is just like wearing why didn't you just get sweatpants? Why? Because the yoga pants is trying to do its best to do what it's supposed to do. So it's
I
tight
was
and
trying to hold your shit together, girl,
it's
because you obviously
it's
struggling.
tight
Okay.
in some spots, but it's saggy in others, which makes it just look kind of weird. Like were they wet when you put them on? You stretch them out a little. I'm trying to figure out how did they get saggy in certain spots, but
Like an elder vagina.
oh my god, it's so funny, but it's so true. Oh god.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna
going
need a
straight to
moment.
hell.
Gonna fucking need a moment now. Gonna need a
That
moment
CERN's
now.
gonna come get me.
Gonna need it moment now. God damn it. Oh wow.
uh,
Elder vagina.
okay. I apologize for being me.
I mean, it's right up there.
I'm
It's right up there
so
because
sorry. Woo.
elder scrotum is just right there too. So whatever. I can
You
relate
gotta
with
tuck
that.
that back in there where it
I can relate
goes.
with that. It's like, God damn it.
Woo.
Is there some tightening tape? Okay. So this is a good segue into the final topic.
Okay, good, good.
Final topic. We're having a blast and I love it. And I hope you all that are listening are having a blast and loving it with us. Again, find us
Ooh, I'm
online at
sorry.
TheDinosaur&TheDude.com for all the other content that we have available as we do our best to do this every week for everyone's enjoyment and our own little therapy insanity. So,
And hopefully y'all be laughing too, because
God damn it.
that's important.
What would be a thing? Well, okay. If you were that person, if you were this type of person,
Probably
I,
anal.
I don't know. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well, all right, everybody. That answers that question. And thanks for joining us
Hey, good night.
for this episode. Um, okay, wait. No. God damn it. So if you were this type of person, I don't know if you are or not. I'm assuming you are not, but if you are, feel free to say, no, that's my thing. Not the anal part. Clearly, you're into that. But um, if you were to say, you know what, I'm tired of this little droop. I want to get this or whatever touched up. What would that be?
Oh gosh.
And I don't know if you're that type of person that will like, I'm gonna get some of this augmented or done or lifted or done
I
this.
think, at this point in my life, I'm just
And if I need to go first so
grateful.
you think about it, that's fine.
No, I mean, honestly,
Hmm.
I have better things to worry about
Hmm.
now. I mean, years back, yes, it was a concern.
Hmm.
Um, there were things that I wanted fixed, blah blah blah, whatever.
Well, I mean,
Um,
aside from the whole Sarkaduchi thing.
no, I'm talking about like elective surgery.
Hmm.
Like for instance, I got laser my eyes.
Right. I'm saying aside from like
Um,
the whole thing of where, you're giving 16 vials of blood now, there's a lot more other things that you're going to be thinking about other than something as cosmetic as this question is. So
right, like
if that wasn't at play right now and you were just like, you know what? I want because some people,
a mommy makeover.
yeah, some people go with this or that, or they get this cream, or they get this, and then some people go deeper, 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 and then they're getting this suction, and then they're getting this just lopped off and totally remodeled, and they,
So
they're going
as
to the witness protection program basically.
right, looking all different. Um, Probably something to help my thinning hair.
Okay,
Yeah,
so some
that's
Rogaine or
probably.
something, just some cream or
I
whatever.
don't would never put Rogaine on my body
Well, I'm just saying, like,
or Rogan on my body either. Just so we're
oh,
clear.
oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
love him,
Okay. 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 Follow it up.
but
Follow it up. Good one.
yeah,
Good one.
love him,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Hard pass on that.
Oh, yeah. Because
Okay.
he has a dick.
Uh
Okay.
huh.
I love that I had to come back with some
Yeah,
means of making some clarity. Oh,
yeah,
is it because
yeah, and I'm married too.
it's
So,
because
but
of the
yes,
dick? It's because of the dick.
yes.
Okay. 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 Joe. No Joe, because Joe has dick. Got it. Got it.
Yeah, no.
That's the shorthand. Got it. Okay. So fair play. I'll flip it around to myself. I think it.
Have your tail removed?
Yeah.
Probably.
Jeans are just so hard with it.
I would go to put one on.
It's so hard with it, and then you tuck it, and the next thing you know, you're farting on it, and then you got a stinky tail
You're
all the
shitting on
time.
them.
I mean, girls like it, but at the same time, they don't have to live with it. They don't have to live with it like I do, and it's like,
Right.
so
Preach about your struggle.
yeah, it's so like, if you have a tail, you must be with the devil, and that's not always the case because who
Well,
wants to be?
no.
It's like I just want to have me with a tail.
Maybe it's just a genetic mutation that I wanted to accept.
I mean, Halloween is cool because I can just walk around with my pants off, but whatever.
Right. I'm a demon.
Yeah,
Wear some cloven hooves.
yeah, right, right. Yeah, I'm half demon. Yeah. Um, man, I think I don't, I don't know.
Watch you be like, I don't know, because I'm fucking perfect. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah.
I
I
couldn't
mean,
get more perfect.
it's one
My
of the,
body is a temple.
I
Okay,
mean,
know that.
I think it's one of those things where, like, if people listen to enough episodes, they'll know. Okay, well, yeah, he apparently talks about doing a lot of physical things, so he must be. And I don't like do things and compare myself to other people like on Instagram or something like that because that's all an illusion as far as I'm concerned, and it's just not
Sure.
doing. It's not real.
Well, you're
Um,
just doing you and your vibe and what is
yeah,
comfortable and good for your health and
yeah.
your goals.
I mean, I don't want to be like. I don't want to be super ripped and all that kind of shit because you got to eat different, and I like to eat, and I'm
Well, I
realistic.
mean, it's not a far stretch for you to be ripped,
It's a
you know?
it's a weird
I
it's
mean,
a weird
dude
thing.
has he's got good genetics.
It's a weird thing though. It's like you don't it's like people don't look at realistic photos when they're looking at people online, and then they have this perception that when you do a certain thing or when you are physical in a certain amount of way daily, then you must look like X. When really you're looking like Z. You're not even looking like Y. You're looking like Z. And because there's so many variables going on, you wake up and you're like, oh yeah, this is awesome. But then you eat and it's like, oh, why am I so bloated? And it's like you're not taking pictures like that either. So I think I'm not caught up
Well, and
in that.
everybody's different too. I mean, just
Yeah,
because
yeah,
somebody's a bigger person doesn't mean that they're not physically fit or
right.
healthy, you know?
Yeah. And I think
And, like,
perfect
for
example.
instance, me, I'm not healthy right
Mm,
now, and I'm not physically fit right now. I realize this, and
hmm
there's limitations on what I can do.
hmm
Um, but naturally, I'm built like a fucking Viking. Like, I'm a bigger person. I
Yeah,
just have huge bones.
yeah.
I've got large muscle mass. It's just and when I work out, like, I was a fucking tank.
I mean, I think it's just like a thing, like it's very, very interesting. It's like you listen to Jason Momoa, and he's like, I don't work out for shit. I like to drink beer.
Right?
I like to drink beer and eat whatever. Well, but you're Aquaman. Look, I am whatever you see in a movie. I am that way because they paid me to work out. You got to pay me to work
Right.
out. And I was like, that's facts. That's real. That's someone being genuine. Now, at the same time, you got some people that are they really enjoy it, and they really enjoy it, and they look
Ugh.
like they really enjoy it, and I
Do
totally
you
get
like the
that.
gym?
If huh?
Do you like the gym?
No,
Gym culture, I fucking hate it.
no, like
Sorry, guys. If you're really into the gym, good for you. That takes a special kind of person, and I don't have that mentally. I'm not there,
yeah,
like I'm not confident. I'm not body
yeah,
confident. I have low self-worth sometimes. I'm working
hmm
on it,
hmm
the whole bit. So being at a gym and being watched,
yeah,
even passively watched,
yeah.
no, thank you.
I mean,
That sounds like nightmare fuel for me.
Alan Ritson. I've watched this guy years of work that he's done. Great shape, great shape. And he even talks about, yeah, I try and do as much as I can, but then he even talks about like, yo, it's getting harder and harder to keep maintain this. Totally get that. Totally understand that. I mean, plus nobody really talks about the injuries and stuff like that can
Mhm.
also play a role in your effectiveness and then also with your mental state. Uh, but I think it's the thing where you have to get really comfortable with yourself and love yourself and realize what kind of goals are you looking for achieve what kind of goals are you trying to achieve that are what you're wanting, not that I'm trying to be any kind of Alan Richardson because that dude's clearly way committed more than I am, and I know I'm not. uh
But it's also easier for him, I would say, because he's afforded the luxury of doing that.
Sure, there's that, and then there's also he's like, I've been doing this for all, my the entirety of my life. So and I totally get that. That shows. Um, so it's kind of interesting with all those things being said. The other thing is, um, I'm not really stuck into the whole augmenting myself to maintain a look because that's a h- that's a hard thing to maintain because the rest of your body is moving. So if you get something that sort of like stops time, like Botox or whatever,
Oh, sure.
the rest of your body and or face,
He's gonna age, right.
the rest of your body and or face is still doing its thing. So you've got these portions of your face that's being held up and maintained, in a time capsule, so to speak. But the rest of your fucking face is kind of, having a love affair with gravity. And so that's when you get these weird looking faces that people have because you got, and it's like, okay, if I'm going to do that, I just want to get my whole head done then. How much does it cost to get my whole head done?
How much for that?
Because I need to do my whole head because I want it all to match. And I think that's why I can't really see myself getting any of that done because I would want the entirety of me done. I need all of it to be,
Right, just an overhaul.
yeah, I need it all to match. I can't really get my face done and my body not because they're not going to match. Like one's going to be stuck in time and the other one's going to be like, fuck all. So I need it to match. But now, if I experienced an injury, a burn or a cut, and I gotta have cosmetic surgery in some sort of sense, then yeah, I'd get that. I think I'd get that to a certain degree. What that
Okay.
degree is, I don't know because I have a
I think it
lot.
would probably depend on how it happened, what was
Yeah,
affected,
yeah.
what
What's the
that's gonna look
functionality?
like.
Because I'm pretty okay with living with scars and things that are fucked up. Like I got a got got a few, and I got a finger that I almost lost. So it's
Jesus, really?
yeah, it looks a little different when you look at it. Like in passing, you don't notice it, but when you look at it, especially next to my other hand, you're like, "Hey, what happened to that one?" It's like,
Right. Does that
"Hey,
hurt?
hey, um, what happened to that one? That one looks a little like it fell asleep a
Worse
little
for the
bit longer.
wear
Was it sleep a little longer? Did you roll over it with the tractor?
with a truck.
Why
You could
does it
stop
look
on
so
it.
bad? Yeah, so that being said, tomorrow I might wake up and be a little different. Like, because there's some surgeries I don't know if I actually. I think I would. I think it would be. I think I'd have in my head that I'm the one that's going to be the one off. Like, oh, I want to have a scrotum tuck, and I'd be the one that man loses
That's a
testicles.
fucking thing, isn't it? Okay. Okay. That's a
Man loses testicles. Laser malfunctions, snips the entirety off, and makes him a eunuch. It's something like that. Like
Oh.
like some people like I got a scrotum tuck. It's like I don't know if tight balls.
Has anybody ever said those words to you? I got a scrotum tuck.
I've seen
I
people
hope
that
not.
I've seen people that have talked about I'm getting a scrotum lift. I'm good, man. I'm good because I
Uh,
feel like I would be the one where
that's
things
disturbing.
things would go awry. And then it's the recovery. It's like, okay, so now you have to let that air for 3 weeks. How mm, do you have
Dicks
it?
out.
Yeah,
Dicks out.
do you have enough PT to be 3 weeks
Right. Hopefully you
ballsies?
got some short term. You know what I'm saying?
3 weeks ballsies?
That's a whole lot of peas. That's a whole lot of pack of peas.
God, I hope
Just saying.
I hope that got caught because we just got a notification that it was some sort of disconnect. But okay, well, everybody, this is like been a bonus episode. We've gone
I
over
know,
a
right?
little
This
bit.
is
I think we made up.
forever. Jesus.
Yeah, we made up for it. But hey, everybody, thanks for joining us. Um, this is fantastic. I always enjoy having great episodes. Every episode is great in its own little way. But
I'm glad that we had you on this week.
yeah,
Thank you for being here.
yeah, no problem. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it. And thank you all for having me. I appreciate it. I'd love to come back again. And
You should maybe same time next week, maybe? Or not, no, actually, let's do a
okay,
different day next
okay,
week.
okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me check my schedule. Beep,
Okay,
boop, beep,
just get
boop.
back with me.
No, I'm doing it right now. Beep, boop, beep,
Okay.
beep, boop, boop,
Beep, beep,
boop,
boop, boop,
boop,
beep, beep, beep,
boop,
pew,
boop.
pew.
Two O's. Boop, boop. Yeah, I should be good. I've got a
Okay,
I've
sweet.
got a trillionaire meeting
Oh,
Uh,
do you?
yeah,
Awesome.
we're all getting together, and we're going to bid on the new Super Earth. Who wants to, live there and be the god?
Okay.
Who
Well,
wants to
I'm
be
gonna get my soul augmented.
the god? Um,
That's what I'm doing.
really? Wow, soul
Yeah.
augmentation. Mm,
It's gonna make me a better person, I feel. Hopefully, it
right,
turns out right.
right. Yeah, hopefully. There's that
Hopefully,
era.
there's not a fuck up there.
Yeah, there's that era. There's that little sliver of possibility of kind of didn't.
Yeah, margin for error is small, but it's
It's
there,
still
it's
there.
finite.
Still there. It's still fucking there. 2% is 2%.
Right.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Yep, yep.
Hope you all had a great time listening to what we think we are doing okay. If in case
No,
you've
what
been
we're just
looking,
doing.
yeah,
And if you think that we're doing okay, that's great. We appreciate it. And if you don't think that we're doing it okay,
yeah,
fuck off.
okay, yeah, fuck about. Just in case you're searching for us and you're like, hey, I heard about the Dinosaur and the Dude. I
Yeah, we're
did
really sorry that you found us,
I
okay? We're
did
really
change.
offensive and we will.
Well, I changed that category. Um,
Oh, to
yeah,
what? Comedy?
I didn't want to do comedy, but I understand that.
We're
But
hella
it's
funny though.
but at the same time, it's not always what we're about. So I changed it to uh,
Holistic medicine? Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, culture in society.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, because see, like all that
What were
racial
we before?
he- health and
Oh, we're definitely not that.
yeah, yeah. Well, okay, so like say for instance when you're trying to categorize yourself, like say on Spotify, they only give you
hmm
one they only give you one little thing. Well, I guess because we're not
We're
big
kind of all over the
well,
place.
but I guess we're not big enough because when you look at like say Joe Rogan, he's got three. He's got comedy,
He's
uh
also a trillionaire. Come on, he
right,
does what he wants.
right, but
Jesus.
that's what I'm getting at. I think it's like a thing of where the more exposure we get, the more opportunities we have, and the more flexibility we have in order to identify ourselves that fits everything. Like he has comedy, culture, social, society, all that kind of shit. And so I just got what fits our content the best. And so like all that stuff with Jane Elliott earlier, it's not really comedy, but it does fit a lot more with with the society and
Yeah.
culture. And I started thinking about it, it's like, a lot of our stuff that we try and go hand in hand with comedy with our stuff because some of the stuff we talk about is so heavy that we need to lighten it up a
hmm
little bit. And so
Right.
when we talk about
But we're not only talking about funny stuff. We're talking about real
yeah,
life stuff, and we're making
right,
light of it.
right. And so when we're talking about mental health and when we're talking about serial killers and conspiracies and stuff like
Aliens
yeah,
and
it's kind of like those are things that affect different groups, society, and whatnot. But we throw humor in it because it's like, yo, it's some heavy shit we need to
what
breathe.
else are we gonna do with it, right?
I mean, plus, like you've asked and mentioned, and I'm all for it. I just think it's a whole heavy topic that's probably going to take an entire episode. It's not something that we can sprinkle in because you was like, hey,
Masturbation?
huh?
Okay, never mind.
No? Okay. I mean, I don't think I can go that long, but okay. Uh, now you had mentioned like doing one on religion, and I was like, God damn it, man, that's a
Hey,
heavy,
how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time,
yeah,
right?
that's a
That's all you
heavy,
do.
like that's a heavy topic, and I feel like it's something that we have to
It's a
come
hard chew as well.
we have to come legit with that on a that's it that's all we're going to talk about for that episode because there's so many different avenues to take on that. I mean, especially my perspective on religion, i'm
Right.
it's going to be different than yours, and then there's also spirituality, and then there's also religiosity and the groups and categories of religion. I mean, fucking hell.
I would appreciate an outline for that episode,
Yeah,
and we've
that's
never
what I've
done an
been working.
outline
Yeah,
before.
that's what I've been working on. Is like I feel like I need to really gather a draft of if we're going to do it. Here's we need to have a start and a conclusion, because I don't feel like we can. I mean, I think that whatever we do, we're going to leave it open ended, because the two of us, I feel comfortable in saying the two of us are not going to be
Tell
able
it.
to rub together our cells and come with a finality of religion. We're just not. It's just going to be like, in the end,
No.
these religious groups are still going to exist. We're not really making a big dent in it. We're just discussing our perspective on them.
Right.
So, but it's big. But at the same time, saying all that, because we're looking to do episodes like that, we're really not solely comedy.
Right. And we talk about a lot of trauma too, and there's
Oh
nothing funny
yeah.
about that.
Oh yeah. Jesus. Well, yeah.
So,
Fucking hell. You're right.
I mean, we can throw in little zingers here and there, and yes, we
Yeah.
are inappropriate and whatnot, but
Right. You're absolutely right, though. We talk about a lot of fucking trauma or things that
just
have.
so good to talk about.
I think that's the thing, though. I think that there's a lot of comedy out there, but there's not a lot of trauma talk, and there's a lot of conspiracy out there, but there's not a lot of life talk. Uh, there's a lot of people that are part of the LGBTQIA plus ampersand, but there's not a lot of talk in regards to the effects, social, economic, um, perspectives and families and whatnot that I know of from people that are on two different perspectives of that. You know, you being lesbian, me being ampersand, and our perspectives of that whole dynamic in life. And we're not really like, I don't feel we're I don't feel we are pro LGBTQIA plus ampersand enough to where it's like it's a safe bet for that community to know that we'll always be on their side, so to speak. Like, if things are fucked up, we're pretty confident enough to call it fucked up.
Right.
Like,
Across the board, no matter what.
yeah, like for the
A
flag.
spade is a spade.
Yeah, like for the flags, we're like, that's bullshit. What the fuck? Why?
Yeah, I'm just so good Lord, talk about complicating it, right?
Why all these flags? So anyway, hope you all enjoy that content that we bring. You can find it all on TheDinosaur&TheDude.com. You can find all of our merch and all of our social media links and all of the different options to listen to us on podcast channels throughout the fucking globe. Thanks everybody for listening. If you didn't know, now you know. She's the dinosaur.
That's me.
And I'm the fucking dude. And for everybody out there, boys, girls, lady boys, girl ladies, guys, gals, gentlemen, ladies, dudes, and dudettes, fatherfuckers, motherfuckers, gigolos, jigahos,
hoes and stuff.
Always love yourself, because we love you. And if you're gonna love yourself,
ooh yeah.
Love yourself hard. Love yourself hard with lotion.
With lotion.
Okay, lady.
Smack it up, look it, rub it down. All right, I got to go.
Yeah, I gotta go too. All right, love you.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.